similar numbers. So yeah, I mean, I think it goes to show you this year. So let's go ahead and shift that conversation over to the IGL of Sentinels, because you got John QT, who has really struggled, Doug, to be able to find those wins against G2, but now a great opportunity for him to do so. And I do feel like as a player, he continues to be an impactful player in the server.
Yeah, I think the value that John provides to the team, to Sentinels, is incredible and can't really be understated. I do think there are a couple of interesting things as we talk about their roles and what he feels more comfortable in and what he slots in, and then to also think through, and I'd love to get your thoughts on this, what's more comfortable to call from, right? Yeah. Those are two very different roles and very different positions. I do think for Sentinels to be ultimately successful in the long term, both domestically and internationally, that has to be solved.
Yeah, that's a really great point, because I feel like historically, it is much easier to call from the initiator role for the reason that you're always with the pack, you know what's going on, you're not lurking on the other side of the map, like you don't have to rely so heavily on communication back and forth because you're in the action, whereas IGLing on Viper or Sentinel roles can be quite difficult because you're not seeing directly what's going on, especially on attack. You have no idea what your team is running into, if they're getting mollied off, you know, whatever. So it makes sense that his stats maybe tanked a little bit on the initiator because he's thinking so much about IGLing, and he's not so much focused on having his gun out on those alert fights.
Oh, 100%, right? But he also does have at least some good tools to use in the game. Talking about Zekin here, right? This guy who absolutely lights up the kill feed whenever he is playing. And Alexis, I think that, you know, eyes are always going to be drawn to Zekin in these big stakes games.
I mean, Zekin right now, I think, has just the most crazy multi-kills I've ever seen in my life. So it makes a lot of sense that eyes are on him because he, I feel like, is the most likely to pull out, like, just crazy clips that you see on TikTok, 1 million views.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the great thing about this kid is that even when Sentinels struggle, right? Like, even when things don't look good, he's still top fragging. He's still dropping 25. He's still dropping 30. And so that is a steady constant for them. And to the point you were making earlier, GB, that is something that John can build off of and continue to build through.
Yeah, this is an exciting one. Before we send to the stage, what was the predictions real fast for you, for both of y'all?
G2.
G2.
Oh, I picked Sentinels.
Pick Sentinels. Yeah. I went G2 because I always pick G2.
Oh, that's a no-brainer. Why would I pick?
Why would you pick your? Wait, you really picked against your former co-caster?
Yeah.
This guy, he's a real one.
What are we talking about?
He's calling balls and strikes, baby. He's calling like he sees it. All right, folks, let's go ahead and do this. It's a matchup we've all been waiting for. So Riot Games Arena, let's go ahead and make some noise as we bring out your two teams. And your first squad, make some noise. It's the Sentinels. Led by John QT, and let's not forget about Coach Kaplan, what he brings to the table as well. But this is a squad looking, Alexis, to have a hell of a run here in Stage 2.
Absolutely. I mean, they're pretty much set to make Champs Paris. I want to say that they're excited to go into this game and see what Baby Bay has to offer, to be honest. I think they're excited to see that.
I think that's the curiosity more than anything else.
I think, again, for as silly as this match may feel because of the, as you said, Schmeeg-sized elephant in the room, there is a lot that Sentinels do need to be working on week in and week out. This is not a punt week for them. It is not something that should be taken lightly. There are things they need to continue to refine.
I could not agree more. All right, well, on the other side of the field, let's see how Sentinel's opponents are. Let's go ahead and bring out the squad. Folks in the Riot Games Arena, put your hands together for G2 Esports. In G2, we didn't even get a chance to talk about Giacomo Jonah Pipa. Look at that, man. He almost tripped. He almost tripped, guys. We almost lost him as soon as he got to the stage. Baby Bay joining the squad. What a timeline that we happen to live in here. Doug, I can feel the excitement just pouring out of you.
I'm just glad he put in the work to walk out without needing a walker. Coming out onto the stage. Because listen, I know.
Oh, I was muted. Sorry. To answer your question, I said no. I was out of town in San Diego with some of my friends.
You know, when you hit 30, it all goes downhill from there. You know, so y'all feel it right in the knees and the thighs.
All right, let's actually zoom in a little bit here and
took a break for 4 days.
That Dre does provide to this team.
And why he's on this team. We were joking, but there's real things.
I do think there's a lot to be said about.
SPBA. Well, I wasn't in town, so I don't know.
We saw clips about it when he was on FaZe. We've talked talk through some of that stuff.
Ooh.
I think
I'm so on web, by the way, just so you know.
Is in a lot of the vibes as well. I mean, anybody who's been around him knows that he knows how to have a good time. He knows how to take things in stride, and he knows how to still fight to win.
Yeah, great
and so
points.
I think that's a ton of value that he's able to provide to G2 while Leaf is out.
Great points on that one, but I do want to touch on that map there. Corrode is going to be the first one here, Alexis. So that is going to be interesting because how long have G2 had time to be able to put things together on Corode versus Sentinels?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it kind of makes sense that Sentinels wants to pick it because they know, okay, G2's playing with the sub. They might not have had as much time to practice, but also on the G2 side of things, you know, it kind of makes sense for them as well because they don't know what kind of roles they want to do, and since there's not a set meta on Corode yet, they can kind of play whatever they want.
And I do see great opportunities here for BabyBay on the Sentinel.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious how he plays. You haven't seen him play in like 2-3 years, I think.
Find those individual fights wherever they may present themselves, so that this way he could, you know, get those ones when the opportunity presents.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how Valen calls this map. I think that we've seen a couple of reps on it internationally and then here, and I don't think it's been solved. I don't think it's been figured out. And if I trust an IGL to be able to solve it, a new map that is in a lot of ways so different compared to what we have on other maps, it is Valen.
Or John QT, honestly, on the other side would be another guy who could crack that egg there as well. But we're starting to see the agents begin to flood in here. Nothing all that crazy that we're seeing. Got the neon out there, Alexis, for Sentinels. But I'm curious to see what G2 opts to run here. All right, and actually jog back on that Yoru, so he likes that Yoru, but BabyBay on the Vice. Let's talk about this composition.
I'm doing good.
Vice is definitely an easy.
I'm eating warm microwave Jack in the Box. Let's see if it still hits or not.
Down, hold it, and you're done. So it should be good for him. I think on the Sova we have Trent, like we were talking about earlier. He's insane on the Sova.
Jack in the Box from yesterday.
Nothing new.
I microwaved it.
I'm really curious to see how they solve the map without a fade, without a dog, without something like that. And yeah, the drone kind of does it a little bit.
There's a lot of corners up.
Yeah, and I don't know that the drone will give you the same value that a fade dog will.
Oh, that's a great point. We'll have to see how this all pans out here and send it over to your casters who are waiting to be called up to Tier 1 themselves. It's Mimi and Ender.
Thanks so much, GV. We've waited a long time for this moment. G2 took this risk after Toronto invested in a new rookie player just eligible to play on this stage, and now he's finally here, ready to make his debut.
He used to be pretty good.
Okay, technically, he's a rookie. Technically, we have to call him a rookie because he never played in, like, Americas. But this guy was playing back in the VCLs, in Challengers.
Wait, they have a point. He is a rookie.
We are getting ready to see him back up there once again with
He's a veteran, but a rookie.
Sentinels can load up fast in game with Samsung SSDs. Let's get ready to get things underway, Mimi, because this is an absolute banger. We are packed here in the Riot Games arena.
Yeah, our two best teams playing Corode to start, and it's no surprise that it starts in mid-second, going up quick.
Always a fast fight. Second might get pinged out by this.
I like both comps from the team.
Sides of the wall. It comes down. Second strikes first.
Sentinels
on the board early, but G2 are still posturing in this space, calling in the reinforcements. That'll be Jonas Api supporting down long, but Zekin is on an absolute warp. It's not ending anytime soon.
G2.
Bro, his name is the VCTA Player 1.
Yeah, the trade skill from Zelsis. Everyone gets away into this site, and now Sentinels, whenever you're playing a post fight on B, you have so many angles to go for.
It's BabyBay in a 1v3. VCTA Player 1, more like.
He doesn't even have a name, Christy.
It's brutal. He already got his first kill in 1,000.
They gave him a random account to play on.
Days. It has been a drought.
They said, "Oh shit, here, use this one." We don't have one. We don't have one for you yet.
30-year-old rookie before.
And I don't know if we ever are again. It'll be Sentinels drawing first blood.
Yeah, that was a really nice round from Sen. And let's talk about the comps for a second, because both these teams have the same core, right? You're playing double controller, you're playing Vice. It seems like the majority of the teams across regions are thinking that
comps make sense.
About the
I think Viper is a must, Omen is a must,
really interesting
and then Neon or Yor, that's up to you, and then the Initiator is like up to you, depending on your duels. And then Vi's hardcore. But I think these two comps are definitely like the high meta comps that you're gonna see every team running.
But it does so much for those initial
or at least like top tier teams.
Exactly, especially using slides to brace crossfires. crosshairs, and again, for taking quick space into mid. This is going to be a consistent, and also a fight over into B main at the same time. Sentinels keeping the pressure up, and once again, Baby Bay falling down, this time early on into the round.
I don't think you have to start saying once again at round 2. You can wait a second to dog on him.
I mean, look, if Baby Bay was up here, he would call it honestly. I think we can do the same. I cleared that with him in advance, don't worry, but it will be Sentinels making quick work of the second round.
Yeah, so Corrode, the name of the game is these mid-fights early on. If you're playing, honestly, either side of the map, and you don't have that space, your rotates late round gets so brutal. You're either running all the way back through CT, adding probably 10 seconds, and it's even worse if you're an attacker.
This will be a slaughter? I don't think so.
You know, rotating
I don't think it will.
Like you're saying, or defenders trying to look to retake into the site. That A site only has the one way to get in it if you don't have any mid control to play with.
So I think a lot of this game for G2 against a Neon comp is figuring out what amount of space do you want to give early on, how are you re-clearing, and how are you stopping Zekken from just running away with map control.
Well,
wow.
It's not going to stop. Actually, John QT running a bit away as well. Jogmo fires back on the other side and gets some support from
Wait, he
Trent.
died?
Trent still locked down inside of mid while Valen
Damn.
mows him down. G2
There you go, that's the mid
with
control
better
they're looking
rifles and
for.
now control the spike.
And that's what I'm talking about. Really nice team fighting from G2. They gave a little bit of space to the Neon, then immediately have a paranoia, have a dart ready to go on that fight back in and brutalize the Sentinels in mid.
And you can see that every round, again, is going to be about mid fighting. It is double Viper walls trying to control this space early on, so a lot of chaos to play through, whether that's going to be Jogmo on flashes or Neon sliding. Right now, John QT has gone for the long walkabout, but Trent, even though he's low, is poised and ready on the angle.
Valen's low too, but
Wait, like I kept on saying, this map is like pure mid control, bro. A main, B main, just don't go either or, bro.
Before you even recover the
Mid
spike.
every round.
Now the gas taken down rather low.
We can stick, yeah.
QT sees the gun, but Trent will see him first. A 3K and G2 on the board.
His aim back in Overwatch is
Super good
exceptional.
bounce back for them. Maybe they already built
Yeah,
it up.
his aim was good in
Josh
Val
RT,
too,
he put out a
back
post
then.
on Twitter about what was honestly a very weird move. Everyone thought it was going to be Demon1 subbing in, instead it's the man formerly known as Demon7, like 20 years ago in Crossfire.
You gotta go way back in the day to see those names.
But he's saying that Baby Bay's a guy who brings vibes, he brings experience.
Why are the casters assuming I was allegedly to be on
keeping the team
G2?
accountable and helping a little as a
I'm
secondary
still aura
guard.
farming out
From our
there.
time working with him, we can attest.
My name is still aura farming.
Yeah, he does, and word on the street is he was flying as well when he was trialing for the team. Here we go, another fight into mid. Jogamo taken down so low, forced to teleport away.
A bit more reserved from SEN this time. They slow things down, but still take space in Valen. In trouble here.
Again, still alive and has
Crazy.
support back on the site.
I'm off the internet for 4 days and like
Near elbow.
Demon1 is
More
playing.
players flood on in.
That's
Sentinels
crazy.
First time really
How are you?
gaining
I'm doing
some
good, bro. How are you?
Space in towards A. They've still got Bang working into A main, but G2 have bunkered down and aren't giving any angles.
What you're looking at right now is pretty much the dream position for attackers when you're in a mid round. You have control in A main. You have control
I
deep in
agree
mid,
with this.
and now you can just sit and
This is
wait
why it's
for
like a
that
good
reader
round.
to come and
You
try
just
your
leave a
best
guy
to
there and like
Think of it kind of
you
like
play
in
off of
SEN,
that.
where once you control mid, you can dabble back and forth, and Jogamo, a human drone on low HP, falls.
Yeah, that's what they were looking for, right? Someone's gonna walk, someone's gonna clear mid, you get your pick. and
They
now
should
you're
have
up.
like
And now both
two-man
players
swung that,
trying
to be
test
honest.
some space as well. Bang really wants it in main, but this puts a lot of pressure on Sentinels. Mid player has already fallen.
There's a pinch coming.
Pinches on pinches.
Wait, they
as
just
that
gave a
one
P
has
for free.
slipped through B as well. This mid fight to determine everything. Two players
30
on
seconds
opposite
left.
sides of the wall.
Are they gonna crunch with
Prepared will
them?
Sentinels B. That haunt is deep. It's not going to spot both players.
Wow.
We'll see the one narrating
No
second.
way.
Both find their mark, and B site is open.
Neither of them
Perfect
broke it
loading
because
to this side and
damn, they
plenty
thought
of
I wasn't
time
gonna
to
scan
get set
them.
up in the post.
And they were
B is
trying
one
because
of
I
the
scanned
most
Jonah.
difficult sites in the game to retake right now, because if you are just coming in through spawn, you are pretty much through mid rather, you are just gonna get owned by players in elbow, in heaven.
Yeah, you
if
just
you're
gotta
trying to
save
just
now.
come through CT.
Yeah,
There's
let me wash
also
my hands
so
real
many
quick. Be back,
positions
chat.
for people in the post plant to be set up. So you pretty much always have to try and take a second avenue and go for a split push to actually make those retakes work.
And when we were seeing Corrode being played yesterday as well, we saw a lot of our teams actually trying to fight a little bit more up into that elbow area. We'll help you out already if you don't know the call-outs entirely just yet, but if you can have that forward space, or at least that threat of forward space early on into the retake, it can force defenders to use a lot of their utility before they even make it to the site itself.
Yeah. Nice macro that round from John QT. Takes things very slowly, calls for a good re-clear back into mid to punish both players set up there from G2. Sentinels now going to start to get some of these ults online and get a really good attack side going.
Exactly. Already up 3-1, but if Narrate's able to pick up an orb in this round, get that ultimate, combo that with Zekken, you can go flying into a site. It's really hard to react.
Last couple of rounds, we've seen Baby set up over on A. I think that normally we've been seeing a lot of like solo anchoring B from the Vise, but if you do set up A, that site is really good for these kind of multi-stage defenses, right? You can be holding all the way into main, then you're falling back, then you have the next layer here, and then you're finally falling back into the site. It's really tough for attackers to deal with.
Once again,
I said, what do we have here?
This time some neon walls getting into the
mid control again? Fake mid control?
They double back into B main and they're just gonna
I feel like neither team really cares about A on this map.
Yeah, a single thorn, no Viper wall set up on
A is just so hard to like play for.
Smokes coming in.
But because G2 kept top mid control, they will actually have fast rotates to help.
When do Sentinels want to pop? It'll be the orb for Narrate. Nightfall now ready, and here it comes.
Am I gonna watch Friday Pacific later? I don't think there's any games today, right?
For a moment, those rotates you mentioned from G2. Already 2 players approaching in from mid, and Sentinel's not comfortably onto site just yet.
Oh, that was a team flash.
Just made his way here. Keep your eyes on him, but Narrate is already waiting for him. 2 kills, and the defense starts to fall apart from G2.
Really nice fighting there. Sentinels take a pause, decide, hey, we have to deal with one of these corridors first, get there too, and now a big advantage.
Oh, Valen just can't quite find the angle from heaven. Sees a few players, but his own teammates are dropping like flies.
Looking better so far.
There's time to play with now. But Valen's
Baby
position has already been given up. Now he's getting re-cleared. Narrate playing so aggressively.
Big pick.
Ooh, Valen with 3?
Hold on! On for a clutch. But down to 15
He doesn't know where he is, bro. Yeah.
Valen just can't get it
Can't do anything about it.
He makes it even, but Sentinels take it in the end.
I don't know where those 3 kills came from. Out of G2's IGL. Still not quite enough to win it out. That's really nice conditioning early from Sentinels, showing that same util pattern in mid, immediately walking back into B, getting the site pretty easily, and just having great team fighting to deal with these extremities early.
Oh, wow. He went for the spam.
The wall pen into the transfer is very nice.
Yeah, welcome to Corrode, guys. Gonna be seeing wall pen kills a lot.
We like that. Depending on who you ask. Our Odin players, you know, I've been talking to Alexis all week.
Yeah, I don't think there's any Pacific games today.
All the time, it's great. When you're on the receiving end, not nearly so fun. We'll be G2 calling a timeout here and looking at the money available.
Yeah, the next match is in 4 days.
But they've got some big critical ultimates coming online.
Yeah, G2 have kind of a tough task here, because you can double down on trying to go for these early fights into mid, kind of flip your round on if you can beat the Neon there. I wouldn't hate to see them going for more ideas to like early take space into A or B main, because Sentinels, thus far, they've managed to get a lurk just walking in pretty much alone on one of those sides every round, and you combine that with that heavy effort they're putting into the mid control, and they have great options in their mid round to call from.
It feels a lot like how John loved to call back in the day when they were playing the double smokes plus a sentinel option back on split even, where you can ping pong a little bit between the 2 sides of the map and rotate into your lurks later on.
We've seen him this year role swapping, playing more initiator, but this is really back to old Sentinels, the comfort for John QT, getting to play double smokes all the time again.
You gotta save now.
That's kind of where the meta seems to be headed.
I mean, not gonna lie, Sentinels are just kind of like controlling the tempo of the map.
G2 still start
like
3 into
heavily.
but use less util this time, just look to contain.
Yeah, maybe not wanting to change too much here on the eco with 4 sheriffs in hand.
You see how brutal that Viper wall is to deal with. You're always having to invest a flash,
Drow
so
wearing
easy
a mask.
utility
That's
to get
sick.
ahead of it. That's a value the double controller provides.
Your favorite E2 teammate, Drow.
This is a moment where Sentinels have doubled up in A main, so maybe expecting
a
walk-up in the mid rounds, and now
Hopefully
walk-up
next
is
year,
going
brother.
to just be in mid. Narrate low, but that'll be the advantage.
Super passive hold over towards B. Narrate doubles back into his teammate, but Sen are going to continue to take their time, see if they can get another opportunity here.
I mean, Sen's been playing good so far. They ran it down mid like 4 times in a row. Now they're playing it super slow. Away from Russia, yeah.
Try and get themselves back into the round. And more than likely around a guy like Jogamo, the only hero rifle to play with this one.
All of Sen grouping up towards A main now. 2 players here, but not the weapons to really deal with this one. Jogamo with the hero rifle is far away and already losing out on Jonah makes this pretty rough to hold for G2.
Yeah, these are the G2 Sheriffs, not the G2 Stingers. It's a very different story, except not in the case of Trent. Already has found one and calls in Baby Bay for some support, but it's just not going to be there. Sentinels making quick work of this once again.
And They get the spike down, easy peasy.
Spike planted.
Jaw can hunt a little bit here, see if he can get a kill.
Not looking good
No
so
real
far,
hope of
chat.
winning this
No,
round.
we're
And
not looking
now,
good so
as you
far.
look ahead towards the next, it is all about what did G2 discuss in that timeout? Because they showed practically the same round in that last one, just 3 Sheriff players containing in mid.
Yeah, I'm wondering, can you run similar looks? Because obviously G2 have done a lot of like full mid aggros. Can you fight more aggressively for the extremities of the map?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Because I think when you're playing a Yoru into a Neon comp, it ends up playing really similar to if you think about like a Lotus A fight, right? Where as a defender, you have this option of if I hard commit into
still
this
got
early
one.
fight, you're pretty much always
feel like
losing to the Neon because they have stun,
G2
they have all
should
this agility to overwhelm, and they can beat the timings on your util.
give
in the
them
spot.
mid,
So what I'm
but
looking
like
at instead
play
is
for the
early fights
connector.
into main, or these like later round second.
Play for the
fights into
connector
leaders,
and then like do a
re-wins on
trap in
mid,
the
and
extremity
listen to
somewhere
super
maybe.
early mid fights.
Yeah, something to make it a little bit less predictable, less repetitive. I think G2 are a team
Or
that
not
usually
necessarily
play a
like
lot to
fully give up
condition their
mid, but
opponents, so this could be an idea already.
you're gonna let them have mid and
defined
then
meta of the map already.
you can have
A
like
lot
hold
of
like a
that
little
mid
more
fight,
passive
but
angle.
I'm
But like
eyeing
play
up
for the
positions
link.
on the map.
B link and
This
A
could
link.
start to change.
So still something in mid.
Yeah, and oh, okay, Trent's gonna be bringing Odin to the party. A lot of ultimates to play off of as well.
Zekin's knocked down the 2 health from that spam.
Yeah, down. They waited 10 seconds before going for the flash dart combo, but this fight is headed towards the B site. Sentinels gearing up for a split into these G2
That's a
players.
fast split.
Four
15
already
seconds in?
rotated over
Already splitting?
with the double teleports. Paranoia now. The Sentinels wait to find their mark. Trent in a ridiculous position. Who's waiting for him? I don't think anyone. And now the site is getting mucky. It's getting yucky. That ultimate is down.
Wow.
And Trent is tearing them
Another one?
apart. 3 kills already, and with a classic, Jogamo will trade him out. It's
Oh
a
no, it's the
one-on-one
Viper
now.
ult though.
Both Vipers alive, with plenty of time to work with.
Jonah P was so late to
Come
all
on,
of
Jonah.
this. But John holds outside, tries to look for an early pick.
Wow. He low-key had the read.
Jonah not giving it. He'll just wait for the plants and play from there.
Turns into a game of timings. Jonah's started to spy a little bit deeper into the site. And
It's gonna be so
ultimately,
hard
John
to
has
win,
be
man.
worried about every single angle. Left, right, up, back. Jonah's had so much time. John waiting. Backed in.
Wow.
Jonah P takes him down.
What
That
a
is
round.
nasty from Jonah.
They needed that.
In the 1v1.
What a big round.
Walking into his opponent's pit, making noise doing so. Still gets the kill in the end. That round got way hairier than it should have because it was such a good start to that defense. I loved this anchor smoke you see to the left there that Valen threw down. That gives so much space for Trent to play around. He can go left to the right side of the shed. He can isolate players coming through that smoke. He did so much in that position. So it came down to the clutch, and thankfully for G2, they had Jonah, the man to do it.
And importantly, G2 end up winning that round as well without using either the Hunter's Fury or the
was a
Dimensional
big round out of
Trade. So they
Trent.
still have options to look for a combo between those two abilities.
The Odin? The Odin may be the
How much
solution?
having the Odin helps solve this map. You have to put a hell of a lot of less resources into mid when you can just spam it on down.
And Trent is the OG Odin abuser, isn't he? You think back to all those rounds he was playing Sova on Ascent back in
This
the
is an
day
interesting
with the
setup.
guard.
They have a
Well
Vise
from
towards
Celtics.
mid.
Here we go.
Re-clear into mid.
Spotting these players out.
They don't have like
Trent
any
on
utility or a
base.
setup or
One
anything.
misses and isn't finding a way to connect. This could be struggle city for G2. The Sentinels bring the heat over towards the A side.
Jaw has to go big in this spot. Stuck into the corner, groups towards main with his teammate. A good reposition.
There's still going to be players there. Jogamo in trouble, has to teleport away. It's a 1v1. Valen, the walls are closing in around him, and he
Yeah,
is
Zach
down.
is just farming them, bro.
G2 pushed away from this site, but still with the position back towards elbow. Sentinels have to be prepared, though. They know Jaw was on this side of the map. That combo.
But now Sentinels here to deal with the problem and locking up this anti-eco.
Now, once again, we're looking to the next round for G2's real adjustment. It's 2 actually timeouts called going into an eco round from G2.
And I like this purchase coming through. Put Jaw on the operator. Couple different ways you can play this. First of all, set him up in
I think an
mid,
op
put him
on
in a
defense is
position
good,
to
bro.
Punish that Neon as Zekken is sliding on in. Or mid-round, you
But
can
the
post
thing
in
is,
main and then heavily
it is
stack
so
the rest of the
hard to
map. I
off
think that'll do
when
a
they
lot
have
as an adjustment.
2 Viper walls and a
Buffers heading
neon wall
towards
mid,
B.
bro.
Remember early in the half, there was a lot of solo lurking, especially
You have to kill
taking
like,
liberties
yeah, you have to
over
like
towards
opt
B
towards
in
the
the early
extremities,
round.
bro. Opting mid is like
That's where Jaw's
impossible.
gonna like his chances.
Opdual here.
Ooh, but Celsius takes it easy around the corner and sees the first shoulder.
Didn't have Zelsis out-opping Jaw on my bingo card.
Yo, he's sick, chat.
But now this opens up.
Relax,
a
he's
re-hit
sick,
late
chat.
into A. Little pressure
Chat, he's
right in
sick.
mid,
The
and here comes
mask
the
was
execute.
blocking his.
He's gotta call
The
in
mask
support,
was
but
blocking his
already Zekken is flying
visuals,
at
bro.
him.
He couldn't see him.
It is not comfortable to play with now.
Good
The
reposition.
mask was blocking the visuals, bro.
Timing.
Don't worry,
Maybe
like
trying
he's
to get
sick,
inside
bro.
this
Like,
wall. How is Baby Bay gonna play this? He's getting
oh
slayed.
damn,
He's getting
we're
schmeed
not
up.
looking
He can't
good,
do
boys.
anything.
It's not looking good,
Sentinels
boys.
on
We're
the
falling
side.
apart. Oh, a timeout,
G2's
Josh. We need a
chances in
timeout,
this
bro.
round.
Like,
You're buying off.
oh my god, let's talk this through, bro.
And Sen just run over your anchor. Zekken is having such a good game on the Neon right now. Like single-handedly, not only is he having like crazy
Damn.
impact on these executes as a fragger, but he's also forcing G2 to put so many resources into dealing with that early mid
We
fight.
need
I
like
think G2 is
a way
actually
better
managed
like
to
hold
win that
mid,
space
or not
pretty
mid,
much
like
ever
on
this
on
half.
the extremities,
Been
bro.
a drought for a long time for G2, and by all accounts,
Like, let's have a setup for like this elbow, like.
it's very exciting because it's
Let's
G2
put like a
Sentinels, the
thorn behind
undisputed
that
2
box
best
so they
teams
can't
in
spam it or
Americas
break
this
it.
year. But it is also
And then let's
G2
have like
coming
a
in with a
like
substitute
a
at a last minute.
like a
Sentinels
flash in
are
the
always gonna be
corner. We can
Yeah,
play
it's
for
also
like
weird
play for
because
this
both
area,
these
bro.
teams coming in with not a
Give
lot
up
of
this. They're
time.
not even
Playing
scaling there, right? If you don't
the
really
offseason
care
there
about this,
after
they stopped
Nasus
going there.
Toronto that they both
Let's
attended,
put full
and then
Yuto
having,
back
like,
call,
basically only a week
and then have
of
like
practicing,
an elbow
little more,
setup,
little
man.
less to be able to come out and prepare for stage 1 or stage 2 rather.
Right. The thing is, though, both these teams talk such a big game, especially when they're facing off against each other.
I
There's
don't
always something
actually no.
riding
Ja
on.
did see him.
There's
He
always
just didn't
that-
react.
That want to win. I think especially Sentinels, you never live it down if you lose a series
Oh,
like
no.
this.
Josh
So
is
very good to see
frustrated.
them coming in.
And to
being
not mince
strong.
words,
Not
I think what
looking
you're
good.
saying is you cannot lose to G2 with Baby Bay.
You can't lose to G2 without Leaf after 2 days.
He's a
since-
caster.
We admitted.
He's
I said I'm
30,
rooting
he
for
hasn't played
G2, so obviously I'm gonna say as we.
But that's the thing.
I'm
he's
rooting for
actually
my
been
boy
grinding
Alex.
the whole time.
True.
Your opinion on the
That's got some
Corrode?
big numbers, is
I don't
all
like
I'm
the
gonna
map.
say.
I think it's a shit map.
G2 back onto Sheriff's.
I thought it
this
would be
time around.
defensive sided, but like, I
to
still
play
think
with.
it's defensive sided. I think they're just playing defense.
Not reinvent
Wrong.
too much. I might not want to show too much. It's another exec onto the A
Like,
side. This
the
time
flash is
Zekken
not getting
slipping over
anything.
to left side of yard. But then he pumps
They're
the
trying
brakes
to
for a
like
moment,
too
waiting for
hard
his
to
team
hold them
come
off
out
here
from
when
behind the wall.
they can just smoke this
Very
off and walk
measured
through.
approach from Sentinels thus far, and as soon as
Oh,
Fallon
a little
pushed
bit of
back into him,
miscommunication
he
there.
was able to make quick work.
Damn.
with a few more members.
Wow.
This is lights out.
Yeah, double entry into a double op kill, shutting down the rotators in from mid. Sentinels, they've really started to simplify. The first 6 rounds was
Damn.
conditioning this mid fight every time, and since then they've figured out that they can just bully the A site. And Zekken has just been running a clinic over there. It's made even more difficult because if you try and fast rotate,
That's just
push
not
out an
looking good right
extremity,
now.
you have Celsius always there on the contain with this operator as well.
This is the control style of Sentinels that I
The
wanna see
pressure
them
that Neon
on the
puts on
majority
you
of maps.
on attack is so
It reminds
crazy
me of,
good.
like when they were
Like,
at
you're so
Split,
fast,
playing
like,
on
and
Split, like Masters
running around
Madrid
these
era.
corners and the walls that they're
John
served
Coutinho's
around, like, you
Nigel
can be anywhere,
is
bro.
really good at not just these slow double controller comps, but it working the Neon into it, having Zekken
The
is that
defender,
extra
I
bit
thought it would be
pizzazz.
defensive
And
sided.
now he's just been calling hit after hit after hit. And this time, geared up to move into B. What do they
It's
have
looking
to
like
do with it?
attack sided, I'm not
That
gonna
Steel
lie.
Garden mainly. A Nightfall on top of it. Bang could even get a little bit fun and go for some teleports into the site. We're gonna see. Doesn't look like G2 want to put up too much of a stop just yet. Jonah P's actually out there with the classic. He
Wow.
couldn't even shoot his gun.
Held it
And
down with the
now,
classic.
Bang has ulted back up into spawn. No one's waiting for him. That's a couple of kills. Now G2 can only approach in through mid. Bang with a shorty in hand, trying to stall out as long as possible. Nightfall to try and counter out this utility being thrown in from G2, and they haven't made any progress into the site.
It's retaking through one corridor, Chrissy. They have no way to get out. There's a crossfire. There's an op.
Retake just seems hard in this map.
There's just nothing you can do. They put down a smoke on the left side to try and cut off this crossfire, and it's completely worthless. Sentinels take every single one down.
They can't do anything.
That is wild. I love what we're seeing with Bang on the Omen.
They can't do anything.
Double TPing first into the site, then into his teammate's Viper Orb up in Heaven, and pathing all the way around to completely cut off both Elbow and Heaven. The player there dies, and suddenly G2, despite having a somewhat winnable retake, they're just locked out because they're only coming from one direction.
It is clear to me that Sentinels were feeding off of the chaos of all of the fights, the scraps at the start of rounds, these post plants as well. They are looking sharp as we head into
I don't even know how you approach the second half. They just stomped them.
Red Bull gives you wings.
God, stop throwing shit at Baby B, bro. Like, don't shit talk Baby B. He's chill, bro. Like, you know, he hasn't played in a couple years, but you know, it is what it is. Give him some time. The Sentinels are a good team, and that's his first match. It's his first match in 3 years, and it's against like a top 3 team in the world. You put anyone in that situation as in their first match, how do you think they're gonna do? What about Kessa Acing? Well, they played NRG, but you know, that's different.
Well, this halftime break might be the last time G2
those teams are like way more evenly matched than like being on your first match. Plus, Kess has been competing in Tier 2 like actively every single day for like 2 years.
G2 used both of their tactical timeouts.
BB is a caster, he doesn't even play the game. Give him time.
Start. All about Zekin controlling the pace on the Neon and bad news for G2. I don't think that's going to change because it's a really similar idea on defense where at the start
and Kuro is a new map.
Using your Neon to either hyper aggro into A main or into mid and deny your opponent's space.
Let's just wash up map 1, let's go map 2, you know? It's corrode. I don't even know how the map works. Like, let's focus on the Ascent, honestly. I think that's the mindset you can go from here. You know, it's corrode new map boys, we don't have enough practice on this map. No, like, let's look forward to map 2. We've all played the Ascent.
And Sentinels aren't leaving the site either. They
I like this Viper wall from G2.
And bunker behind this attack wall that G2 themselves
I like this wall, I like this wall.
It's getting a little bit awkward on site.
I showed the wall to my rank teammate. Okay, we got some trades now. There we go, Baby B. There we go.
And they get the plant down.
I've never heard the Riot Games Arena that excited for 2 kills. But they're fans.
The first 3 rows love Baby Bay. They want to be as close to him as possible.
Attack is just hard, or defense is just hard. Attack looks easier. It's confirmed, this map is attack-sided.
That's a rarity. They don't really have to talk a big talk this game so far. We'll see. Almost caught on the reload.
There we go.
The G2 get their pistol.
That's the round.
Okay! There he goes!
There we go.
There are the vibes Josh RT was talking about when they picked this man up. There is a big difference between how
mid?
these teams
Okay,
play their
I think the
attack
difference
side.
between
With the
these
Yoru,
two comps
you
is
don't have that
Neon, you can take mid so easily, right?
Let's go, boys! Come on now! Woo! No pie, baby! No pie!
Instead,
I feel like G2 is gonna like exec heavy. They're like more on the exec side, to be honest.
Big bite ready in mid.
Large challenge. Jogamo with the Outlaw as well. Might not
both teams are fighting for mid.
Shot doesn't connect. Oh dear.
Damn.
Oh dear. That Outlaw has now been recovered.
G2
Bro, this map is legit all mid.
Because SEN have mid control, their rotates are faster.
The Viper wall that G2 have put down.
Is this so crispy and sometimes why it doesn't shoot at all?
Yard up
That's just the ghost inaccuracy. That's alright. Made the game.
Back into elbow.
Streaming, of course.
Play out in front of it, but I like this tempo change from G2.
Always here. Except yesterday.
They'll slow things down. Go for a replay.
I need to sleep yesterday,
maybe
I'm gonna be honest.
mid, or just group towards B.
The concern is where that outlaw has posted up now, right? Few players on light armor, dink down.
I'll send the motion. You two this
back
bad.
and spawn, throws thorns.
Map was attack sided, that's why. Defense looks hard, right?
Solo anchor is tough to get through.
And they didn't have the same time to practice on this map as a team compared to SEN. And that's a brand new map, like, you know. No one knows how this map is going to play out.
Walking their way into the site, Sentinels regroup to play
Do you
numbers.
think it's only Stage 2?
Where did G2 want to fight? I'd like to see them take elbow here, but
either G2 or SEN, personally. I don't think there's any competition from any other team in the Americas. There we go. Oh! Save your boy. There we go. Take it nice and easy, slow. Keep it slow, get these rounds in one by one.
Great recovery from G2.
G2 are slow now. I was saying the same thing about energy on Bind, you know? Just defensive or attack sided map.
Take your time, take map control, and make a confident, informed decision.
I don't think G2 will win the series.
G2 know as well because they're playing the
I don't think they're out of it. I don't think they're out of it though.
Capitalize if they see Sentinels overplaying on one side.
They're definitely still in it. Can't just write them off because of a bad half.
With that style, I expect to see a lot of rounds end like that with these really chaotic retakes. G2's team fighting is gonna have to take a step up from the first half.
Yeah, see, this is the power of Neon. This is what you can do on Neon. You just disrespect the smoke and run through because you have the speed. Wow. A shot from Trent.
Yeah, there are some cheeky ones on this map. You can jump up on this box in mid and pretty much peer over any smoke that your opponent is placing, unless it's that Viper wall.
Yeah, and that was their own Omen smoke as well that they knew the angle of. That's something G2 have drawn up in the labs. As a little re-clear look, he's going to punish Giacomo. Narrate is gorgeous on those two shots.
There's some nice shots.
G2 actually still have this space. Throw down a smoke before Valen decides to retreat. But again, it's a B site that has really strong stall utility. Wall ready to go.
Right, ready to go. Appreciate you.
Thorns, this is tough.
Oh, he's leaving that in there. He has something that's like something with his health he can't play.
They both ignore the wall, just get right in front of it. But now paralyzed on top of the thorns. Baby has found an opening, but Celsius looks right behind him. G2
okay, 2v2.
Trade out their teammate.
What do we have?
Plant the spike.
Straight up 2v2.
Nothing.
Trent and Valen split up. Trent is
one
off the ultimate, but he has a fight against Narrate.
This is a big fight right here. I don't like Trent's angle.
Wall not an option, and Trent
he won it.
Out. 3 for him on the round. And now so many corners that Valen could be in. Bang's got to take his time.
Paranoia smoke, but what angle does he
didn't
check?
See him? That's ridiculous.
Hey,
I think the call might have come in to save.
Yeah. 50 credits in the bank.
There we go.
He concedes it.
Good round out of Trent.
A couple pixels forward. He sees Valen underneath him. That could be a kill. That could be an honest shot at the round.
Literally half a second difference. And now for G2.
G2's not out of it, man. Like, Sniper's just attack sided.
And they've won their bonus from what was a dreary game. It looked like this could be like a 13-4. They're in a position where they can really come back, and it all started with this off angle. Very nice job from Trent, punishing that player in mid.
Let's go round by round. Let's get this shit, bruh.
I still can't get out of my head how weird it is seeing him playing again.
Yeah, but it's like hearing his voice sounds normal, you know? But not saying that kind of stuff.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't make a lot of sense to me still. We'll get used to it, depending on how long Leaf stays out.
But this
I wonder how long Leaf has gone for.
Isn't it, Mimi?
Yeah. SEN are going to call a timeout pretty early here. Won't have money this round, so looking ahead to the future.
They never like said how long he's out for it, did they?
It comes down to, with this Neon, where you can actually get aggression without being punished early on. Because G2, you see the way they're playing the map. They are always set up in these super passive positions. So I wouldn't hate to see SEN almost lean into a bit of a
I say from
style,
G2's
right?
perspective was like,
early, like an A main take with
right.
Neon,
yeah, just
but
play
then
it slow, let them have
refresh, go
mid,
into
we
more
can re-clear
nuclear
after.
plays back into mid.
You know,
Try
they don't have to like
punish these
force any
alert
of this.
players, 'cause those, like,
They don't have to
lead
force
lurks
it.
into A, into mid. That's
Just
what
play your own
allows
game and
Stallion
let
to
Sentinels
call the
make their
slow
mistakes.
style he loves.
Exactly. Sentinels need to reframe themselves a bit. They're so used to playing that fast style, those skirmishes for mid on their attacking side, that maybe need to adjust to G2.
But they are starting with a fight here.
Hero rifle on Zekken, and that is in A main.
Some sort of a push here.
Only
Paranoia.
and Baby Bay
Off
to
the
receive
flash.
this fight, and there'll be a paranoia too to catch out these players.
Baby Bay, let's see what you got.
Fowler spotted. Here's the paranoia, and Baby Bay's down. Zekken gets away with murder.
Damn.
Exactly the kind of trap you want to see from SEN. Wait for someone to walk up, have the punish with the paranoia and the slide.
They were ready for that trap.
Advantage to play from on Yuriko.
This is almost the weakness now of how G2 play. They hadn't already taken space into mids. That drone comes in from all the way bot mid.
Look at where this
Jaw?
Roswell is placed as well.
Good kill, Alex.
Towards B, but they're losing space elsewhere. Jaw.
There we go.
Trades on back.
Capitalize
Sentinels
off.
wanted to keep the pressure up, go for
There
a
we go.
to mid, but every single corner they peek is being held.
Like I said, just let Sentinels make their mistakes, man. Just play our gameplay slow. You don't have to force anything.
Too good to trade this one.
Wow.
Unless
A shot from there, right
change
there.
that.
Down to 11 HP though.
Spike planted.
Spike already planted. How do G2 want to hold on to this? 2 players back into elbow.
3-3. What do they have?
Trying to
Fade
fight
Eye,
off of
Tether.
balance contact in the
Okay.
corner of sight. Play these deeper lines and force Sentinels to show exactly where
a
they're
gun
going to be
down.
approaching from.
Not much they can
Fowler
do that.
already into the site, makes it
A good
easy for Fowler
paranoia,
to throw
good
that
salt.
paranoia and fall back again. It's these layers upon layers when you hold into the post
They have
plant.
no smoke, so it's just hard
Delay,
to do
delay,
anything
delay.
here.
And Sentinels are now starting to feel that time pressure. Starting to feel the pressure of being outranged and outgunned.
There we go. G2's looking like a team now.
Just minced
They're
to
looking good.
pieces.
Nice post plant there for G2. Second round this half where they lose someone early to a set play and manage to recover.
Sentinels rushing? Okay, I think the way both of these teams look at it like is like, yo, on defense we need mid. We need to take mid first. Like both teams are like running it down for mid on defense.
Looking at ultimates
Just like
here,
throwing,
Trent's
like
got the
forcing
Hunter's
it.
Fury.
That's like
Sentinels
Sentinels like
not
kind of
far
like
from a Nightfall
being
to
so
pull
aggro
off
now and it's not working out too well.
from a Steel Garden as well, but
You just need
harder
to
to
like
play for those
do a
orbs
strong hold
proactively than we
on
saw
A
out
or
of them on the
B.
attack side.
G2 don't
they're making
think
a lot of
that
mistakes
SEN
right
will
now.
stack a play into A main 2 rounds in a row. They look to go there, and they're absolutely right. This is a light site. Where
Wow.
can TP?
That's a
All the way
great
back
TP.
towards Spawn
He
to
sticks it.
pinch into Narrate, who is effectively solo away, but
I think
Narrate
he
is
went a
waiting
little
for
too
it,
early, though.
is ready. And now the rest of the team is
I
in.
think he
Nightfall's
went a
gonna
little
tag
too
up
early.
3. This completely stunts the
He
play
definitely
from
went a
G2.
little too early.
They're boxed into a corner.
He
They
needed
don't
someone
really
else to
know
go
where
first.
go. Zekken fighting his way out as well.
Good flash, Alex.
Split
Let's
up,
go,
Zekken
Alex.
into the thick of things. Gets the 2. G2 with a chance once again.
The round slows down for now.
Come on, let's get that full game going.
Not committed. A 3v3, but ults for G2. Jaw can get info off this.
Time to
Good
scout.
ult.
There's a
2,
double hold back
okay.
towards Spawn.
What can we do with the
That
sub
buys
ult
a
though?
lot of comfort,
combo.
and now the Hunter's Fury to connect. Trent tags the first.
Let's go, Alex. Come on, Alex. One more.
Giacomo with a 4-piece.
Ace that shit.
Hunting for his ace. The IGL on the other side.
Spotted him.
John QT's been revealed.
Off me. Drop your wall. I'm gonna ace.
Jaws waiting right on the other side.
Let's go, Alex.
Giacomo.
Fucking go. Boo game. Come on,
Incredible
baby.
From Jaw. They needed a player to step up.
Bro, I'm telling you, GT was not out of it, bro. They got Alex on that team, bro. They have the best player in the lobby right now, Alex.
And this was just beautifully played by him.
Come on, man. VCT champ for a reason.
Of that burst from the Hunter's Fury hitting to get the kill. And then he just keeps it going.
That is a thing of beauty right there.
Fucking go, Alex.
Of course, you can go over to iBuyPower.
Man, they got hella
They're giving away
momentum now.
a $100 gift card and $100 in iBuyPower rewards at iBuyPower. Hashtag unlock your ace.
In the meantime, Sentinels have slipped into mid.
You know,
Again,
when they
continuing to
start
fight
winning,
over
they
this
start pushing and throwing.
corridor on the map.
Okay, on this map, look how aggressive they're
Found success
playing.
Even without doing the same.
It's like the
Very
same
different
way
read heading in.
G2 were playing on defense, but like the Neon, they just have the Neon that counters that. The Neon will always win the aggressiveness first.
And help the fight there on their attack side. Instead, G2 has been throwing sight walls either on A or on B that are prioritizing getting their Viper into a lurk position instead.
Oh
but
no!
This round, the lurk in question dies.
Yeah, that's the thing. Narrate's so confident he's playing up in front of that Viper's wall, out in the middle of nowhere, but he's winning his shot. And this forces G2 now speed up into the B site. John QT tucked away into the corners. Teammates continue to flood on in. Sentinels looking good already.
Good trades.
Goes down.
3-3.
This might not be over just yet. G2
that was a little bit over aggression there.
Abandoned balance to get the spike on the ground.
Baby Bay and Trent trying to win it out, but an ult in their face. Trent will keep his gun.
They both dodged that.
G2 have had to fall fully off site. Only now looking to get back in. Trent, the spam, it almost is
Baby
there.
Bay?
But
Baby
now
Bay?
Baby Bay in a 1-on-3.
Dang, he just fixed it.
And Sentinels get their first defense round.
I feel like...
Finally breaking the streak there for Sen. And it comes off of Narrate's confidence.
Down pushing spawn there by himself is kind of a throw.
Wall, punishing onto the lurk, and they know what G2's reaction is going to be. Because with the Neon they're taking mid, because Narrate is posturing forward on A, it has to be a 4-1 heavy into this B site. And the Sentinels players are there very quickly to flood retake the site and win that.
Everything up until that was looking good.
From G2, well, we probably need to be doing something about mid. We can't be giving those rotations over so easily. When our bluff is being called.
Attack side operator. That's in the hands of Jojimo.
G2 have been throwing this smoke consistently, right on the corner there to block off a lot.
Oh, here comes the mid fight.
Unlucky
here comes the mid fight. Paranoia. Done.
Refight. Here goes second, sliding on forward.
Wow. What a mid trap.
Immediately to kick off the round.
Too clean from Zekken. G2 pop an ult.
What is happening? We're ulting away, but refighting in. What in the world is that?
Damn.
That is a weird one. Works out for Sen though. They trade favorably.
Really is just like a 5v5 in mid.
Yeah. The up purchase looking a little bit silly.
Honestly, we got some momentum. We brought it back a little bit. You know, we're starting to feel better. Like I said, let's just focus on the scent.
And that teleport would have been
go from up to timing.
Brutal timing for Jaw.
That's
really
unlucky.
Good change from Sentinels. They've shown some of those.
What did Jaw have in last? I think he's sick or something.
They win that last round, realize that G2 is going to want to fight for mid space, and instead go for a re-clear play. Perfectly done off of the Paranoia and the Haunt coming in conjunction with that slide. And now another look of what they can do with this Neon. It's the AWP this time in the hands of Zekken. They'll show a much more passive round now.
The aftermath of losing that round, it means Zekken can pick up the big gun. G2 gonna have to be precise as they scale forward to deal with that.
2 Guardians, no ults. From what started as a fantastic
Are you gonna play in America? Hopefully next year.
Now feeling like it might slip away for G2.
Volleys exchanged into mid, warning shots and the like. But it'll once again be Narrate challenged on the first angle.
Fight is big.
And up falls, and now the refight from Narrate. Paranoia only hits the one.
Okay.
Sentinels have lost out completely on this side of the map.
There we go. Not over till it's over.
A post plan for G2. They still have Vise Thorns to hold off. They have all 5 players ready to go.
Can even start to cycle these smokes as soon as this orb goes down. Viper wall goes up, so that's why Bang looks to challenge. Slips in. Here's players jumping away. Hold on, nobody's home. He started to realize, and he's here so quickly. On the left side. That's the first. There's a whole lot left to do. Sentinels blinded up. Still
gonna be a
stalled
spam
away.
battle here, though.
Tagged up. They're getting shot at. They're getting shocked at.
You just gotta save.
And now they might just fall away from the site entirely.
They're saving. And this is such a cool post plant from G2. You see where their wall is. That's what I was talking about, that allows a lurk to go up towards elbow, that threatens the Viper there. But what it also
Hey, that wall is also good. I was doing that one in ranked.
I
was doing that one in ranked like 2 weeks ago.
Players have to push through your Viper wall to challenge. And there's so little space around the spike outside that wall that it's really difficult to actually
I was doing that shit when the map came out.
Someone defusing and makes an already tough site to retake even more difficult.
So maybe that post plant
I feel it's going to be very hard for G2 to win the round when they Sentinels have 5 ults.
How to work past in this timeout. They're going to be calling now. All 4 used in this one. No more hand-me-outs, no more help from the coaches after this.
Yeah, gotta make it to OT if you want another chance. Last couple rounds, I have liked what Sentinels have been showing with these re-clear plays into mid. It didn't quite work out there. Caught a bit of a rough timing on the clear back through a link. But I think that idea is generally good. If you're full sending early on, G2 is a team that is really good at kind of finding that angle, finding that punish. So I like the overall idea from them. But I think where it's been suffering is in some of these really late rounds when they're actually playing
12-12, I can feel it.
I'd like to see them
bring it to
a
OT.
little bit more proactive in trying to, if they have that mid control, either like push through for flanks or try and get that second angle. Because in most of these rounds, they've been having to retake almost exclusively from mid or from CT. And G2's calm with the double controllers, with the Vise, has so much util to shut down those chokes.
Well, neither team has any ults for away. It'll be a standard round probably.
Some other options. What I'm looking at is the ultimates right now. G2, nothing to work with here. But if they win this round, G2 are going to be able to cycle ultimates probably until
Can you tell me whether you'll be playing in America?
And money's kind of bad for Sentinels.
Like I said, hopefully next year.
The loss bonus because of the 2 rounds they won. So it's going to be buy save pretty much until we're right up to overtime.
After the next couple of rounds. We'll see right now. G2 set up 3 towards B, 2 towards A. Again, the same look from Sentinels playing up. Guarding the space around the attack smoke.
I feel like it's the exit on the fade there. That's an easy round
so
for them,
they're able to just walk a player in without having to commit much utility.
It's so much space for free, but you also think G2 realize the same, because no one's ever up in A main, so Trent is always going to be there, ready to challenge.
The round will be decided on the mid re-clear.
Now, once this wall goes down.
Yeah, this mid fight. I wonder how they're going to clear it.
Maybe we just refresh the smoke. Sentinels
kind of looks like split, but more of like an aggressive split.
Over and over.
They're fighting deeper.
Oh, we're trying to jump over this smoke as well and see someone up window, huh? But I like this because 45 seconds in the round, Sentinels have decided, yes, we were up there. We could have kept fighting, but G2 have lost so much time. Sentinels can now give up that space and chew away at the clock.
Drone into A main. Makes Sen think this might be another hard G2 hit there, but instead it's a heavy walk into mid.
Wow, he
what
got the wall out.
For G2 to catch.
It'll all be on
This beast was going to be good here.
And John QT.
But they're separated.
They have to play on their own on the slant. Oh no! Who's looking at him?
Trade.
1-for-1.
That'll be good
enough, but now Narrate prepared into main and no one else to challenge him there. A quick hop back into the site.
Go, Alex.
Trying to be a drone. He pretended to be a drone for half a second. That was exactly what Narrate needed. Sentinels down in numbers, but they're always coming back into the site and now onto the flank. The challenge, but it's a knife in Delsis' hand. Somehow Trent chalks it. Now Trent paranoia it up. His Sentinels running to the second on every single front.
He just
Trent 1v3, ult, and all of his starts to work with.
But they know where he is, and he's still worried about a flank. He knew Zelsis was behind him, now sees that there isn't a flank coming in. Has to put away the Hunter's Fury. Needs
so
to
hard to win.
To half already. There goes Trent 1, and Trent does not get the next. Sentinels strike first here.
After you gave me like a jump spot there, damn.
A bold choice against their rival to pick the newest map in the pool. But a dominant first half.
They brought it back. Was close.
On the attack side, with the spearhead of Zekin leading the way. 22 and 15 for him as they end the map.
No, all things considered, I think that was a good game out of G2. You know, they brought it back. They made some rounds together.
They were. It was truly a good recovery from them. Get rid of
it was a good recovery.
Now, looking ahead towards Ascent. It's going to be so interesting to see what these teams have ready to go.
I feel like Ascent should be way better.
Something new.
Ascent should be way better.
What the read is of our best 2 teams.
And see how scrappy Sentinels are willing to be. All of these chaotic fights. Sentinels are coming up in a big way. Jogamo got the ace, but couldn't come away with the win. We're going to see who takes this series, who takes map 2 when we return after this.
Was it certain defense? On Ascent? I would assume so, probably. But honestly, like, you know. Maybe attack is just better nowadays, I mean. G2 sword winning on attack, Sentinels were winning on attack, like. feel like attack, you know, is like very overpowered sometimes. Because in an attack, you can like just sit there and back, and on defense, you like make mistakes and everything like that, you know. Like the attackers, you just hold it. So defense could definitely get very tricky. Attack on the sun is hard? It's definitely hard, but I wouldn't just like say, oh, it's gonna be over. I wouldn't say it's like over just because they're starting an attack. People are like so like one-sided. It's one way or like the other way. It's never like, you know, like if they're down, they're like down. That's it. Call it over. Well, my point, Sentinels. What's up, Quint? Doing good, how are you? What's up, Casino?
Take the risk, big time, big play, gotta hit the rewind. Who you got? Pick a side. Rockstar lifestyle certified. Wins. All I know, we gon' head to head, go toe to toe. Let's see who wins.
I feel like this goes 3 maps. I feel like G2 takes this one. Are you gonna play after? Yeah, I'm gonna play a ranked after this.
Yeah, Zekin inserted, waiting for the smokes to dissipate, and Zekin 1v1. Oh, it's expected! And an ace is his!
Oh wow, he aced last time.
Jonah P, try and refight towards instant Jonah P with a trade. The discipline is reigning supreme here from G2. They make sure to leave no gaps for Sentinels.
Here with Kaplan, the coach of Sentinels, a very hard-fought Crow. It was 10-2, and then it got real tight towards the second half. Something I want to ask you is, when did you find out you would be playing against Andre Baby Bay Francisti? Because we've all found out pretty late, things considered. Did that change your prep at all? Did you talk to the boys about how you're going to approach things differently? Because, you know, Josh RT tweeted that he's a caster. He watches other teams. He has watched you guys. He has cast you guys. Does that change your prep at all?
It definitely helped to know they were distracted in their week leading up to this game by focusing on trying to figure out who they're playing with, catching them up to everything they already have. Kuro just came out, thought maybe we'd have an edge. We have a little more time to just focus on that. We have way less to worry about than them. So
yeah, that's what I said too.
Thank you.
And that most definitely was seen in the first half for Sentinels. They closed that one out 10-2, but then we switched things around, started to see some life out of G2 Esports here. Welcome back, everyone. GB with Alexis as well as Doug. And look, I mean, we don't have to sugarcoat it, right? G2's coming to this one. They have a sub, a guy who hasn't been playing for a while. So the onus is on Sentinels to get this win and do so in a declarative fashion.
Yeah, we're definitely expecting Sentinels to come out swinging. I honestly wasn't expecting G2 to kind of bring it back and make it a closer game towards the end there. But yeah, it makes sense that Sentinels took this win pretty, pretty cleanly.
I watch anime now.
Yeah, I mean, for G2, there
Any
at least
shows?
was a few bright
Currently
spots, right? You had
none.
Giacomo,
Actually, no.
picking up
Resident
A's.
Alien.
You were seeing some really
Watching
good
that.
ideas on the attack as well, Doug. So it didn't feel like G2 were out, you know, like out on the water without a paddle. But at the same time, it was very clear they were dealing with an insurmountable lead that SEN had built up.
Yeah, and I honestly, I take a look at, I listened to that conversation the captain just had with Liz, and I think about their stage, and that shows me that they were ready for Corrode and they chose not to sit on it, which is something that a lot of teams will do, especially early in the stage. Teams with international aspirations, let's sit on it, that's our pocket, we'll bust it out in playoffs, and you know, we'll really catch a team by surprise later on in the stage. For them to bust it out week 1, map 1, I think to me shows just how seriously they're taking this stage.
Yeah, because every single champion point is going to matter.
Did I watch the new Superman? Yeah, I did.
The
good.
boys on
That's pretty good.
And that, I think, is a... Yes, you're so right on that, right? It shows this willingness to like throw things out there that typically wouldn't. But also, I think it's another thing where they were playing to what the advantages were for them, right? They knew that G2 had very limited time with Baby Bay, and you heard Kaplan say that, Alexis. It was like, yeah, we knew. They had backs against the ropes the whole time.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I don't know how they could expect Zekin to come out swinging like that. Like, he was looking really, really, really clean. And even just, not even multi-kills that he was getting, but just
no,
his
I've never watched
movement.
them.
Like, you can tell he's so comfortable on the Neon. And on a map like this where there's a lot of corners, you have to be very particular about where you're sliding and all these things. And Zekin is just
that last play from Zekin, just throwing the aim off the players. He's just skipping around like a crazy person. Just brilliant stuff there. But for now, though, let's actually go and check out what's going on with Josh RT as Liz is standing by.
You're the coach of G2, Josh RT. Now, you just told me we've only scrimmed Corrode once, so we're putting that behind us. Almost a comeback, though, so that's very impressive. Moving into the next map, what is the plan? How did you adapt Baby Bay, to this second map, and what are we going to do to make sure we can make it to a map 3 and win the entire series?
Ascent was one of the first maps that we worked on, so I was just leaning into Baby Bay's comfort, and we've always been a great Ascent team. So we're gonna lean into that. I know SEN is pulling out their best cards right now, pulling out the Corrode right now. We had one scrim, we had a trial week, so like obviously like it's not gonna be ready, but we brought it back close. It shows that there's some weakness there, and we just need to get a confident map in, and we're gonna make it a close series.
All right, best of luck on map 2.
Okay, and I loved that breakdown, Doug, between what we were hearing from Coach Kaplan versus what we were hearing from Josh RT. Josh RT's like, hey, man, they're already busting out the Corrode. Guys, what's going on here? It's just Baby Bay on the other side of the field, right?
Yeah, and that was kind of what I was alluding to earlier, is it does not look like Sentinels are necessarily wanting to leave any stone unturned early on. I think on the other side for G2, something that stood out to me is the fact that they are going to Ascent. It is interesting that he said it was a comfort pick for Dre as well.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, well, I remember the first map I casted Dre on was his Jet on Ascent, so we'll see. Maybe he busts out the Jet. Who knows? But of course, it's
I feel like just bringing back like a map that everyone's played. It's gonna be like so much easier. Like new map, like he hasn't played in a while.
Jumping into Agent Select in just a little bit here, but I don't think we're going to be getting the Baby Bay Jet as much as everyone again in the first 3 rows would love to see the Baby Bay Jet. It might be from another time, Mimi.
The joy it would bring me to see him play Jet would be amazing. But yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. I imagine we get something boring. Most teams have moved away, and he's locked Chamber.
He just locked in Chamber.
That's Dicey's role, man. You can't take that.
What is going on? He didn't. Okay, for the record, again, Baby Bay, duelist player.
Wow.
Yes, he was on a team with Dicey.
I fuck with that. I fuck with that pick.
Second or third best Chamber player
the Fnatic comp?
Of that period. He always played dive. He never played Chamber, but he's a great offer. So it makes sense to some extent.
It can make some sense, and it's going to be like double Sentinel ideas for both of our teams.
Fnatic comp?
Chamber Vises. That's wild.
Yeah, I do love that our 2 best teams are not boring. Because we've seen in Americas the 2 times the Sen has come up, it's teams switching back to default. And here we are with Double Senti, which
both have Double Senti.
Are the strongest comps on this map.
I'm really glad that you think that this is exciting.
Why is the best
like
Sentinel? Yeah.
Months, Double Sentinel is going to start
it's super strong.
to get boring. But right now it's got that, it's a little bit fresh,
You never know what you have till you lose it. And having to watch those last 2 default Ascent games made me really appreciate having this. So, win conditions for G2, buy Baby Bay and on.
Okay.
Anything else you need?
When you don't have enough money, he can press his ult.
Yes.
Done.
Yes.
Solved. And we love
Very
that.
Good.
Player
Very
1.
Good.
But honestly, like I wasn't even going to focus on BabyBay really coming into this game because, again, assuming he was going to play a more normal agent,
sure.
You know, he slid under the radar a little bit, but as soon as you walk in the chamber, like, you do immediately put a spotlight on yourself.
Absolutely, the pressure is on when you're picking a role like that, especially on this attack side where Jojimo is going to be playing the Yoru, where he's going to be TPing in and taking 50-50s a lot. The job of actually trading out on the XX and getting the brunt of the kills for the team kind of goes to Trent and to BabyBay now in this comp. Of course, you can also
BabyBay used to op too. They can put him on the op now.
As well, but
and just have
it's still
Alex like float around with the rifle.
Definitely is. Good news is Trent was looking good in that first game, has been looking very, very strong throughout. And we are going to update you while we're taking a little extra second to get in the game. You can see them loading up.
I think someone's computer crashed.
BabyBay is just VCTA player 1. He's a level 1 with a default banner, while everyone else has some like beautiful coordinated thing.
Okay. In BabyBay's defense, everyone else is also level 1, but the banner
you took him
on.
You're ruining my narrative. Okay.
He's actually never played Valorant before. No, he absolutely has. And yeah, it does look like we have been successful getting into game. I hope we're all ready for map number 2, because it is time.
SEN starting on defense. They're playing double Sentinel as well, but they're showing it with the Deadlock. Saw a lot of success on Deadlock for quite a few different teams back in Masters. Toronto, they've always been really good at this map. Trap plays off of the sensors. Ned on the retake. Just have so much utility that G2 is going to have to deal with.
Alright, let's go map 1 or map 2. I said map 1. Low key, that last map that I mean count.
At the start of Corrode,
this really is map 1 right here.
More familiar territory on Ascent.
What do we got? Insta swing mid.
Classic map for the team for these players.
BabyBay buying 4 Headhunter bullets, half armor.
Yeah, a lot of players, actually 4 on G2 with the half armor.
I want to see some headshots out of him.
I do like it, the sort of push and pull of the pistol game. We've seen so many more teams buying into the Sheriff. You can see Zekken with that.
You can see this really forward sensor that can be swung off of an A main. Same in tree.
That's the first stun primed just by, hold on, BabyBay is out in front.
Okay.
That'll be the first.
Good shot.
Stall out G2 into tree, but BabyBay
there we go.
The rest of the G2 are on a warpath. Bang tucks himself back into sight. He goes down. G2 box themselves into the site.
And now it's double Senti in the post
Should
plant.
be a nice cleanup.
Thorn's gonna come up. John QT trying to get ahead of it.
Ooh, he slipped out. You wouldn't expect him to be here already, but the drop is made. Nice shot.
It's bound with the good round.
And now with players in main, no space onto the site, just getting toyed with. It can't feel good.
What I say, ain't over till it's over. Like
that can't feel good either. Oh my word. BabyBay
there we
starts
go.
and closes the round.
Nice shots from him. Opens it with the Headhunter. Closes out with the Sheriff. Gotta feel good. It was a rough map 1. 7-17.
Ooh, right when the smoke blooms too.
Now looking clean here. Valen as well.
Okay.
there we go.
Do you think it's interesting? When you impress Trent, that's when you
know it's good.
Yeah.
You know it's good.
That's real.
G2 looking way more comfortable on this map, though. You saw they had really good protocols to clear both of the sensors. On one side with the clone, on the other just baiting it out and then scaling up together. Really nicely done from them to win the pistol. And they're back to A again. BabyBay with the Outlaw, looking to farm some eco frags.
No one's even playing this A site yet from Sentinels.
When Josh was talking about why they chose BabyBay as the sub, he was all about the vibe and the, you know, he's a caster, he watches all the game, he knows the team. He wasn't brave enough to say that he's a scope abuser, just like Leaf.
Oh, okay. It's two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, we never got to see him play with the Outlaw when he was a pro.
It's interesting, though, because Leaf is surprisingly maybe a very vocal player, I think, on G2. A lot of the times, you know, Valen's going to be calling the shots, but Leaf's a very proactive guy when it comes to spotting out what's going wrong for the team and speaking his mind.
And you heard that from them last stage when Valen was talking about some of his struggles as an IGL, having kind of slower moments there. It was Leaf, the guy who was stepping up, helping out, adding on leadership, adding on ideas.
Flash into 3 now, comboed with the dart. Will be traded away.
Do a cat split, keep it simple.
Another one of those slow rounds that you'd expect from Valen, even on the anti-eco. Oh dear. Narrate catching the one and peeking in for a little bit more. G2 will be down in numbers for the post.
It's a 3v4
3v4?
post, but
hold on.
There's still danger to this round. Guns picked up.
It's a bit awkward too. G2 have split up and put 2 players in main again. Valen creeping around up in heaven. That's one. Has to fall away. That paranoia will be the exit path he needs.
That was good.
The team now called into site to play off this smoke. Baby Bay fully protected now. The smoke on his shoulder. Now ready for players to drop by now.
Wow, how was that a headshot? Kind of crazy.
And backs on away, playing into the time game now, even as the shots get a little bit messier. Sentinels just don't have the clock to play with. Don't have the time at all. But some good damage here in the second round.
They lose a couple guns. That's good damage Sen can be happy about. But people happy to see Baby Bay getting his kills?
Yeah, and to go back to what we were talking about with Leaf being so vocal, that is one of the things that I was wondering with G2, is who's going to step up to be that next guy? Is it going to be one of the tried and true members of the team, a Trent, something like this? Could Baby Bay even bring something like that?
Yeah, I think that you honestly do look to Baby Bay, right?
You good so far?
He's someone who I think they've expressly said to him coming into the team,
that,
hey,
already.
we want you to be vocal. We know you haven't played in a while, but we want you to like step up and kind of add ideas to the team, you know, talk when things are going wrong. And I feel like that's a role he can be really confident in fulfilling.
You're going to need ideas on a round like this. Fight into mid. Zekin creeping down, his first of the game.
What a shot.
And now with Jogamo out of action, it's very hard to do much of anything.
And when you lose your Yoru before he uses that clone, it's so hard to play into double Senti. That's your best tool to break util.
I mean, look at the utility. In every single lane, market, Turi, A main, it is everywhere. Just littered around.
Just the clone walking down.
Wow, now they won.
No. They break it just in case.
I'm not giving them anything.
And
really.
Walls too. Although I kind of like with the chamber, because this wall, it's a fake wall because obviously you can kind of see through it. And Chamber's allowed to play on an off angle like that.
Bros about the deadlock?
Come on,
Me too, a little bit. I mean,
would send him back
I'd definitely say Vise is better, but...
If he gets a pick here, they can really quickly pop a B split because he'll be teleporting back to his Omen as well.
The issue is there's still 3 players back on B. Now the wall's down, so it's a little bit ready for. And now, like you're saying, it will have to be that B split, but a trip will give it away. As soon as it falls down, you see both players going back into Boathouse.
Narrate and John backside together.
Ooh. Good kill.
Second's gonna want that back. Now
only one bullet.
Quick rotate through spawn. It will just be the side anchors. John and Narrate in opposite ends, opposite corners. 1-for-1 might not be enough, and it won't. G2 have the site.
Plant comes down. Paranoia for Bang. That's the best hope to make this retake still work.
Bang's going quickly. Still has a paranoia, but he wants to take the fight first. He's out in front of things.
Wow,
and his
there we go.
Isn't there to trade off.
And we won the bonus.
G2 take the bonus.
Third the round 4v5.
Starting a clean man down. They lose John.
That's an instant 4v5.
Baby Bay applies so much pressure individually over towards A. Keeps 3 players on that side of the map, and it all comes down to this fight, right? Getting the double 140 with the Outlaw, killing Zekin. That means the rotates are
the trades are just so good.
B, and it's just a matter of
big
screaming.
Big bonus!
And it was.
And winning the trades on site too.
Yeah. I mean, that was a huge round. Strange thing from Sentinels, because all of their trips were spread around the map. They didn't have anything to play off of on the B side itself. They just went and played their own angles and weren't even able to trade out even.
Full mid-trap play here.
Yeah, but it's a trap with a couple of classics and sheriffs.
And no one really there to receive it.
Yeah, G2 scaling protocol is always some of their best looks, right? It's very hard to actually catch them out in a trap.
Going slow again.
Here comes the drone over from Tiles.
Going Taika.
First of all, second scene. Now the trap play is burned, and it's just not anything. Jogamo is here for 2 quick kills. The rest of the team flooding in. And by the way, Baby Bay is now in market through B. So add insult to injury, because this round is wraps.
Hold on, Chris. Baby Bay is 5-0 on this map. He's owning on the entries.
And is the headbang through a wall? Yeah.
Yeah. Casual
Nice,
drop, okay to boot. G2, this is a different story from map number 1. Perfectly defuse the trap play, work their way into B off that lurk. It's all well done.
Oh yeah, G2 Copers right now are eating good, right? They're coming up. We had 1 corrode scrim, and we still got that close, really? Oh, now we're up 4-0?
You were alluding to it a little earlier, but I do think this chamber is a really good pick into double Senti, because you can walk out onto these sites in a way no other agent but Yoru can. And if you get hit by a trip, you activate a
The
sonic
chamber's
sensor,
looking
anything
good
like
right now.
that, you can super easily teleport away.
It gives you more like fun options, I think, on attack out of a double Senti option. Of course, comes with less powerful defensive utility, right? It relies on that gunplay as opposed to those trap setups that Sentinels are going to run.
But when you're having an attack side that's already this good, it makes up for that a little bit.
It definitely pans out.
Now,
Now, by the way, Jonamo has a
your
judge.
ult?
He has plenty of money.
Yeah, they're gonna use
but
your
he's got
ult.
the dimensional drift as well. So if I'm a side anchor, I'm quaking in my boots right now.
We're just gonna ult B here.
Second has to TP out of mid.
Here it comes. So John QT, very likely in trouble here. Jogamo, shotgun in hand, first flash, a clone primed. There's an Omen ult faked out in backside as well.
Wow.
But John is ready for it. He's waiting
He
and
didn't
now
get the shot off.
buys himself some time with the cage. G2 trade out, shock darts back and forth, but still John is alive in backside. There's pressure in from Market. And John forced back down onto a classic, but it's Baby Day without a team. And it's G2 without a sight.
All about John. Holding down alone in backside. If he doesn't get that kill onto Jaw, then it's a G2 who has easy sight control, who has tons of util to win out this post line. But not only does he get this first pick, but
What happened to
throws
the
down a
scaling?
cage, gets an anchor smoke
They're
from
just
his
like
teammate,
far
and then
behind,
all of
because
the
Alex is
support
like
util
so
coming
much
in is
further
just
ahead of them.
beautiful. A flash from Zekken combined with the dart. That
This
gets him
scaling
the
was a bit
second
off
kill.
there.
And then he's just there, causing problems as the rest of Sentinels eviscerate G2.
When Sentinels are rotating quick through mid, just like on Corrode, it's looking really good.
Okay, next round, Baby Bay, attack side off. What is he up to?
Oh, he is netted in a one-way. Good thing is he's chamber, so teleports up to the high angle. But still, there's a couple of players from SEN in mid. And now they've known that those 8 players from G2 have been forced away. They decide not to continue the fight.
Zekken just CP'd out of
Last
mid,
one
so
mid.
this reclear coming at a really good time for G2.
I don't have any ults here, but they have an off. Instead of my cat, would I look for a pick here?
Look at this off angle in the close corner from Zelsis. Previous rounds, Baby Bay has contacted
He
into
didn't
tree.
pick up his
This off
TP?
angle is to punish him.
Oh no, he has no
It's
TP
baited
now.
for perfectly by Zekken. Can take the first shot, teleport away once that's primed. Here it comes, nice out of Baby Bay. Hardly any time to react, but
What a
Hunter's
pick.
Fury unable to reply with anything. Zelsis creeping forward, completely unexpected. That's the bait at work.
Jaws in spawn, Christie
Jaws
swinging
waiting
in.
for it. Not at all. John QT. Rather
Wow,
narrate
Trent.
to find a few. So now this
That was a
fight
huge trade.
in the middle of the map. G2
They just have to
scattered
group
win.
here.
Valen TP's through the
Oh,
wall
he said fuck
and opens
it.
up this A site, but Zelsis, a chance to take a timing, wins it.
Wow.
And now the ult.
I feel like he over.
2v2.
What a shot.
Valen keeps like
But it's down to
overstepping.
20 seconds. Zelsis has the ultimate to try and pluck someone away from the site. It's being baited out. Now he's holding on to it.
10 seconds
He can
left.
use that to
He's been
enter
like
into
aggressing
the
too
site.
much when he doesn't need
Become a
to.
human drone and trade 1-for-1 if this fight doesn't come to him first.
Ooh.
The ult goes wide. Trent hiding. Waiting for his moment. Takes the high fight first.
Wow, Trent.
Trent!
What a
In
round.
a Red Bull clutch.
Just incredible out of Trent. There's all kinds of
That was a
talk
big
about
round.
who's the best player on G2. But no matter the roster, no matter the event, Trent is a beast. These 2 kills on mid open up the round. And in the 1v2, he plays it perfectly. Crab walks away from hell, tucks front dice,
Damn.
isolates both fights to perfection. Not just the mechanics, but just playing that clutch so intelligently.
I mean, it's vintage Trent, right? This is his map.
Sova, Ascent, he's back.
Putting Odin in his
Is that a
hands
Sentai
and come
mount?
full
Yeah.
circle. Then we really are back in 2022, right? We've got.
I mean,
Baby
G2 is
Bay,
just like
FaZe,
working them. They're
Dark,
getting
Trent.
picks. They're playing it slow.
The
The
And
last
Sentinels
tier
are
1
just
event
not
that
really
Baby
doing
Bay played
anything.
was LCQ in 2022. That was also back when G2's core was still the guard playing against him. They had a game back then. Now he's side by side with these guys.
I mean, Baby Bay's last map was also on Ascent, except he was playing Phoenix, and he pied.
in literally his last tier 1 game.
That's crazy.
And now he's crushing it on the chamber with G2.
Yeah,
3 years later.
Already doing better. On an even bigger stage.
Okay, that's a step too far. That's a step too far.
He ended with 4 kills. He has 6. That's just math.
I mean, okay, you're not lying. You're not lying. I accept it. What Sentinels can't really allow to have happen is him to keep running away with things.
Change up out the timeout for Sen. They're going to buy an op for second. They're going to push him into mid.
The dimensional drift. John is forced
get an
down
off
on
of
the
their own.
stinger. Off B off. Ooh, interesting little dart option towards A. The whole time, BabyBay really thinks that Sentinels are going to creep forward. I think having a read that Zekin has the opportunity to come in with the sniper.
BabyB versus Zach. Op v op. Wait, he gives up the line.
He's out on the timing of his gate crash.
Everything's around those timings, though. They're waiting the 35 seconds before, you know, activating on some other side of the map. What G2 are doing is trying to make sure Zekin can't teleport away.
And they only show the Vice. Now the Sova drone seen, Sen will start to get suspicious.
BabyBay already posted up.
And he's ready for him.
And waiting.
Wow.
Again, successful with these openers.
But the Deadlock util is still up on A. Probably another 15 seconds on that wall. Oh, little sooner. Falls now. And G2 understood that timing perfectly.
Really selling the spake with the clone and another behind, but Narrate getting that kill into mid has made things a little bit uncomfortable. Now he's out in the open. He's been caught out in the open a few times.
Look at BabyBay. He's
are
running
looking
into
good,
spawn.
bro.
They have a split through market. And John QT is super isolated here.
Jaw is just intrigued. G2 are running the map against Sentinels. John, with a stinger in hand, do we really think he can do it?
Damn.
Find the one.
Damn.
G2, they were executing B at the same time as they had a lurk full running up mid and full running through tree into A. They absolutely own this map right now. And Sen are calling another timeout.
Must have been BabyBay that said something.
I don't quite know what to make out of it. An operator won't be a possibility for Sentinels coming in. They need to stop re-clearing into these lines that it's possible for the chamber to be posted on.
That's crazy.
You're playing this
Jossic, yeah, I think so.
comp, right? So you want to re-peek to find some information, but when you get later into these rounds, it's also entirely valid to just bunker back into a site.
Bro, like I said, realistically, this is map 1 right here. Hero, they had one scrim on it, you know.
Been getting punished in most of these rounds.
It is what it is. It happens.
Staying posted on a forward line. He's almost always taking the timing TP off of his gate crash, disappearing to deal with the pressure that G2 is providing elsewhere. So then G2 gets easy re-clears into mid, they get a lurk embedded, and then the map explodes like you saw in that last round.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're just looking at the clock at the top of the screen, G2 will be in one place for the first 30 seconds of the round,
looking good, man.
And then in a minute 10, they start moving, because that's when Zekin's got a TP.
And that's how you make playing against Deadlock way easier.
Yeah, we got the sour patch now.
And then, okay, set your watches.
A little bit of everything.
That fades, and then we can play the game again.
Well, Sentinels forced down onto pistols.
Damn, you no edge, I can back like an hour ago.
Either with a comp like this, so can't even have those shark attack throwaways.
You see Narrate keeping 3K in the bank. He'll be able to buy an op next round.
That's a good spot.
Drop that over for Zekin.
Zekin's been doing a lot just playing down into bot mid.
But again, he's like always getting flushed out or taking a timing TP before he can actually have late round impact.
Both of these teams are just playing standard. They're not doing anything crazy aggressive or anything.
You'd think if G2 wanted to continue into mid. As a matter of fact, that teleport goes back, and that's exactly when BabyBay posts up to see if there's going to be a deep peek.
So pull out your checklist. Push away the Yoru, pressure into tree. Okay, we've got out the net.
That's 40 seconds right there.
Yeah.
It's all a game of seconds for G2. And of leaving BabyBay in very lethal positions.
Outlaw in the close corner here. He doesn't actually have a TP to get out.
No, but he's expecting these re-clears that Sen's going for. Maybe starting to get a bit
I don't like that TP.
That card is going to be heard.
Fake Yoru TP into the smoke mid.
Celsius. Need to be a right click with the classic
nice
flash. In
what a flash.
Shot, dips on away. And now the second wave to follow. Paranoia in. Jogamo trailing. Inching his way through the site. G2 are really taking
Fnatic comp? Yeah, this is the Fnatic
20
comp.
seconds on the clock. That's let Bang
Yo,
be an
Crispy,
issue.
thank you for the prime sub. Appreciate you,
Not
bro.
for much longer than that. 10 seconds is all G2 will need.
No one else in a position to deny. The last two members of Sentinels race in. The G2 is established. The Outlaw posted towards heaven. And this retake feels nigh impossible.
It can be hard to pace yourself on a sight hit like that, right? I think when you're playing without a jet to go flying on in, jumping up on top of Generator, you need to have that patience.
G2, I think, get more value out of one Yoru Flash than almost any other team you watch.
G2 is just playing it
They
so
do
slow, and
such a
they're
good job
letting
of
Baby Bay and
keeping
setting him up
tiny
so
bit of
good.
the map with just one piece of utility. You saw the fight in
They're just
Training
working the rifle.
All they had was
Or
a
the
single Yoru
sniper.
Flash. Baby Bay swung, they got the opener. And then they maintain their entire bank of utility to actually just overwhelm Bang as the site anchor. They're always very conservative with how they're using that util, making sure they have something in the bank for that last second hit.
And you need to make every little piece of utility count when you do throw something like a chamber into the comp, because he's not offering you a whole lot in terms of active fighting util.
If you're SEN, what are you doing here?
A net that's going to refresh every 40
Okay.
seconds. That have the refresh
They're
on
playing
that
slow.
Sova as well. They have that one extra piece.
They're working the map.
But this will be the make or break round of the half, probably for Sentinels, of the map on top of that too. Zekin
Let's
has
focus to
been able
double
to
push
buy
A main or B
into the
main. Let's start
operator.
with that.
Has a dimensional drift to play with too.
He's played mid pretty
Let's
much
maybe
every
have a
round.
cat trap.
Now instead repost towards cat.
I've seen Baby Bay
Like
go
the way
for
they're
some
playing right now, like
too, but the
I don't know
one
why
is a
John
little
QT is back
delayed
site
as
right now.
Sentinels. Trying to play around
These guys
with
are
the
playing
dark
for
side,
like
and the G2
sites.
defaulting there as well.
And there's the util. Single Yoru Flash, they full take A main.
Let's try and disrupt them a little bit
Causing
early
a
on.
ruse and maybe leaving an insert with Val, and that spike is still over on the B side of the map.
They're just conceding 99% of the map.
Baby Bay sees him jumping.
Yeah, just give him an opportunity to go for a fight. The weirdness is that Valen still being here could even be a second threat of a lurk.
Asanta's definitely defensive sided,
Baby Way were to fall.
I would say.
They get out the net, or the wall rather. And with that being used in a minute, they're going to have plenty of time to wait and re-hit A late if they'd like to.
They've guessed correctly in terms of, well, Zekin being on the other side of the map with the op. But Bang can stall out for a long time. A paranoia back on Jenny. On top of all this utility, we're going to have to call in the Hunter's Fury.
Oh,
if
wow.
G2 want to get into the site, there's the first.
That's just a free
Bang's
kill.
still alive, trying to dance around. He's teleporting in place. That is
Damn.
not going to work. The lurk on the other side of the map.
You
as
see what I
well.
mean?
Constant pressure
They're
point
just playing
into
so
Sentinels.
slow. They're
It's
working the
already gonna be a
map.
safe call.
And
No
then,
way
yeah.
you can risk losing the operator.
Sentinels are just, I don't know why these guys are
Full
sitting
game plan
backside
coming out of
AFK
Sentinels, second time
and praying.
And G2, think about what they did that round. They show a Yoru Flash to open into A main, get 3 players posted there, and pretty much do nothing else for the rest of the round. They just full waited.
Like, I get it, they're afraid of the oppo,
Sentinels
like,
have been conditioned
you gotta
that,
do
a minute
something
into
about
the
it.
round, there's going to be a re-clear in mid. There's going to be
You
all
can't just
of
sit
these
backside
pressures
at
in
the
different
beginning of
parts
the
map.
round.
But
Right.
instead, they just sit, wait, the wall falls, and instantly
Feel
ripping
like
that
Sentinel are
execute.
shooting me now.
We effectively
It's
played
not
like
really
50
even that they're
seconds
not
of the
shooting.
round, and neither team had any info.
They're just
on
playing
the
too
other
scared.
team, right? Apart from a few pieces of
If
utility.
they were playing confident, they would
G2 go
shoot.
for that
But they're,
snap
if you
play.
play scared, you're not going to
And that's
shoot.
one of the
Really.
drawbacks with Zekin picking up the operator, that you don't really have a player who's going to be able to put themselves on the line to, for example, go re-clear mid.
Right. I mean, he could have looked for a forward line, right? He could have fought up into B main, looked into mid.
But he's afraid to do that because Baby Bay's been holding there with all these rounds.
So instead, he was back on stairs to B. We'll see if it's a different approach out of him going into the next round. Sentinels do still have the money to buy around him and play it out again. But it's starting to slip away. Jogmo 1 point away from his own dimensional drift too.
This round, Zekin will fight forward in mid.
Second spot mid. But I like this clear from Valen. Nice damage
Oh, wow.
down. Zekin now waiting, but a teleport away.
I feel like he ADS's
Yeah.
there, he maybe gets that kill. He just kind of went for the
G2 have
spam
read.
instantly.
They know there's got to be Zekin down here, right? But that drone was shot away at. Drone getting no value means that, hey, Zekin's never been cleared. Nice little combo piece.
Cutting through.
This time he stays. Ran out of time on the gate crash. Has to use the second to get out instead.
Yeah, that's early into the round. No options to reposition. But I think he's running towards the correct side of the map. This is where Trent's got the spike in hand.
G2 want to sell a fake on A. then have the Yoru TP back over and maybe exact this into B.
Very similar look.
They played from mid there, but like they got nothing with it.
2 players sitting in main.
Spike's coming back though. They haven't fully decided where they want to finish.
They made it so obvious that that's where the op is, and now they're just gonna get no value out of it.
40 seconds. We have to break that. There's no other way for G2 to get into A. And now a fake ultimate going back towards spawn, trying to
30 seconds
entice someone to maybe step forward.
Like Sentinels are just playing so far back.
Smoke gets the first. No one else is looking at him. He has control of main. And if Chogamo is able to sign something, G2 might be right back in it. Into the back of side behind Dice. Bang! Gets his shot down to 10 seconds on the clock. And Sentinels are starting to crumble. Zekken is in here. But now discards himself back into main. Operator in hand. Every single Sentinels member is on their own. One flash to play with. Just firing away. Drawing eyes towards him. Zekken is trying
so hard for Sentinels to win. They're just double hell with an operator, like.
There's the first. John QT has found his mark, and now
it's not winning for them.
G2, they can't sit around underneath.
Oh, never mind. It's not winning for them.
Is raining up from above them. Sentinels get their second.
Finally breaking the streak for SEN. And now
we can do better than that.
Playing down for 4 days. First master keyboard game. Any advice? Watch a lot of gameplay and just like kind of learn and see what people do.
It's a rare day when the SEN fans are the ones getting out yelled at. Babyface brought some of the crew. And we're gonna have a moment now. You can settle down, it's all right. We've got a little bit of a tech pause.
Technical pause.
I blame Babyface. What did he do?
I assume it had to have been him. There's no one more likely the culprit.
We'll get info on that as soon as we can. Last round though was a nice slight change for SEN. I think they do a better job of being willing to keep Zekken forward. They have a player there who's actually breaking the drone for him. He gets an extra 10 seconds stuck into mid. And that means by the time G2 is hitting the part of their checklist that is going back into A, dealing with the Sentinel utility, it's like 50 seconds on the clock. And you get this perfectly timed wall in from Zelstis. He's still there with the judge, and you actually manage to stall them out for what feels like the first time this game.
Now Sentinel's looking better now that they're not committing so much to these mid rounds. Looking to the angle, still Zekken wants to have the early information. And he will note that there is a teleport right next to him. Oh my word. Well, Jogamo says hello. A little friendly bump on the shoulder. Now it's time to lay the red carpet down into the B site. John QT won the first round from back here, was strong. 4 Sentinels, but so much pressure. I mean, the flashes.
Oh my god. What an execute.
Planted.
We'll have to call
that was beautiful.
Second time G2 shown around like this. This time they get the kill.
The Yoru out the door in the flash?
Their buys posted in main. He is going to cause so many problems.
G2 made the right adjustments, but now narrate at the front. The spear for Sentinels.
He's walled off. Trapped in main. It's a 2v2 on
look
site.
at narrate go. He is on a warpath, and Trent down under. It'll be a one-on-one. Zelstis doesn't grab him.
He missed
How does that miss? And he's got to get on the spike. Sees the play. Jonah P will take it through.
I don't know how Jonah escapes prison there. Gets walled off on main. Has to commit, what, 10, 15
that was
seconds
flawless
to
by
spamming it down. And sneaks through.
You're not about to talk during the sec pauses.
Yeah, let's see him tuck in there as he slips on past that.
I mean, these kills from Nere were lovely.
Yep, just barely. Sit down, boy. Sit down, boy.
The pop-offs for G2 back in control. Going into the last round of the half. This time, no op for Zekken, but a walk into mid. Early TP up from Bang.
Yeah, a little fake shot.
I feel like Sun just don't even know what to do. They just don't have an answer at all.
Here's John once again. And the Hunter's Fury to try and stop G2 from getting any space into the site. Nice tags. We'll get the first kill to Sentinels. Now it's sort of a mad dash from a couple of players on SEN to hold on to the B site. Their entire mid is a giant question mark. They have no info of where G2 could have slipped into.
You just generally don't have an answer. They don't know what's the fuck to do.
Tons of utility on A.
Yeah, I mean, what? A wall, 2 trips, no more wall, but there's still a
They're
stun.
just sitting and holding, and that's it.
Do well to apply
They're not
a
being
little pressure
proactive
here.
or aggressive
3
or like
players
walking down and
towards B.
taking space anywhere.
Really trying to sell a B split, but no one is buying that. Good work, Zekin and Zelsis. Putting to sleep 2 members of G2. Trent has yet to be stopped.
He doesn't know that the A side has been conceded. Stuck behind this wall instead. They're not going to have any util to get out.
I mean, they're going to have to go eventually, right? 20 seconds.
Waiting on the smoke.
Thorns to heaven. They only have to watch tree. That's exactly where Zelsis will be.
They have no smokes,
Spotted
it's
out.
so rough for them.
Time is running out. G2 need to act on this. That stun shouldn't be an issue, but it will be if Jonah P
Yeah, that's
falls
the bomb
down.
right there.
Spike! Hold on, why was the spike going for the fight? There's nothing doing.
Nice
Zelsis
try.
takes 3.
I mean,
Yeah, G2 crosses
9
it up
on
a little
attack.
The spike planter, the
Insane.
one to close door, and that net perfectly catches him.
Very polarizing story
That was defensive sided, bro.
compared to game number 1.
Against double Sentinels?
This time it's G2 with a monster
That's
lead at
big.
the half. Sentinels building back some momentum.
9-3 is
So well done
insane.
by them. In control of this game. Confidence
9-3 is
for
doable.
G2. But for the halftime,
I mean,
we
if
got something
it was the
special.
other way
Let's send it
around,
down
I'd say
to
like
Golden Boy, Doug and Liz
Sun
on the
can win
stage.
this. If Sentinels had 9, honestly.
That's right,
But they have
everyone.
3,
We're
I don't
down
think
to
they're
crunch
winning
it
this
up.
at all.
Packed house in Riot Games Arena. Ain't that right, people? Look at these beautiful folks. So you know what we decided to do? What's one thing I love to do when I come out here? Throw free stuff at you people. So, but the problem is I need you guys to make some noise. So here we go, here we go, here we go. Make some
Spice is
noise.
better, yeah, I agree with that too.
Section's gonna get some free crap. Let's go, keep going, keep going. Come on, Alonso, Alonso.
G2 fans!
And be nice to one another, please. Don't just pull it.
Wait, I'm gonna. Hold on.
I do want to let you know that these stress balls are actually quite strong.
I need you to be louder. Come on,
Come on, make some noise. Let's go.
I know you came from Scotland, so here you go.
Free stuff.
Free stuff.
All
Doug.
right.
All right.
Anything else? Doug, throw the bucket, Doug. Throw the bucket. Liz.
Doug, it's an OSHA violation. Doug, it's an OSHA
It's an OSHA violation, Liz.
I have one more. Get as loud as you can. As loud as you're not nearly loud enough. Get as loud as you can. Come on. I see you. Going for you.
Are you playing ranked after? Yeah, I am.
And, oh my goodness, great. Woman, you got an arm on you.
9 years of softball, GB. Everyone keep on getting loud. We
Let's
begin to get back to Mimi and Christy.
Thank you,
Take it
thank you.
away.
All right, having some fun here.
What
in the
about
Riot
Steve Stewart?
Games
Nah.
Arena. Match has been
Maybe,
a
I
bit
don't know. We'll see.
one-sided
Kinda
so
tempting.
far, but G2 still trying to force us onto a map 3 here, Mimi.
Dude, I need Liz in the Phillies bullpen. He's got an
Always
arm.
try as much as max. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 people got that joke. Baseball.
Don't worry, I'm aware.
All right.
Thank you, thank you.
Now let's get into
I just feel like, I don't know, it's just like, I feel like you should be like obligated to read chat.
Up 9-3
as a
at
streamer,
the half.
like-
They looked so good with that
don't know.
slow, controlled attack
Anything
side
you wanna go?
macro. Now,
Whatever team offers
quite
me.
frankly, we're looking at Baby Bay. On defense, on the chamber, he's fighting up mid with Jaw.
Yeah, stepping down to that space early. Exactly how Zekin was playing it in the first half. Sentinels aren't really challenging that area just yet. It's only John QT on top mid. The rest of Sentinels might just want to pop out quickly into the A site.
Like, look at that aggression, for
Short
example.
teleport. There's the shot.
I have a
Breaks
kind of
the
like a
horns,
double
and
TP
now with the
aggression,
wall being
like,
thrown from over A main.
G2's comp
That'll
is so much
stop any
better.
quick flood out of tree.
Because last spell, like,
G2
Sun
might
were
wanna
like
turn this
lacking.
into a flank, though. You see
That's the
Giacomo
type of
push all the
mid
way
aggression I
down
was talking
Trent.
about.
Somehow
But
catches the
Sentinels
fadeaway
didn't do
on
any of
Zekin.
this. They never even
Been
flanked.
excellent in this series. Sentinels down in numbers, have to get through 2 walls.
Spike planted. Fight on the flank could be make or break.
Yes, it will. Jogamo Zelsis.
Timing?
Zelsis down low. That paranoia on the
Ooh.
side. G2 are winning every single fight.
Wow. I mean,
On both
that's just,
sides,
this is
now
just not
Sentinels
even
without
close.
any territory anywhere.
Oh,
Might actually have spawned out
Um,
Baby Bay. But will it
it's
make a
okay.
difference? Doesn't seem to be the case. We're just jumping down on him.
he wasn't where they can
Whack
see him in
Bay.
there.
And the rest of Sen's hopes in this map.
Really well
He
controlled
warm up.
retake from G2.
He might be 4 points.
10-3 up
I
now.
haven't done AMAB in a long time.
Trent,
I used to,
don't know
but I
how he
stopped.
managed to get that kill. Just takes a tiny bit of a timing, peeking out Onto Zekken on the entry.
It only took him 11 bullets.
Yeah, and that's such a good decision to commit to the flank from Jaw. When you're playing into double senti, the worst way it can go is when you're all retaking through one choke point and you're getting censored, there's cipher trips, there's all this stuff you have to break through. Instead, they have 3 different directions of approach and really mitigate the risk that double senti poses.
Yeah. It was nice seeing that Sentinels, you know, had like the wall being dropped down.
Sentinels getting cooked, I'm not gonna lie, boys.
Losing fights on both sides. Not quite
D2 is looking so good right now.
For them. This time playing heavy into B main, probably just gobbling up some orbs. Narrate's got 3 already, so might as well grab another.
Check out Baby Bay, posted inside of one.
Yeah, I haven't done it in like 2 months.
Has a TP to get back to site easily, and Thorns to support that can be popped cross map to give him some space.
I remember D2 back on like Abyss were playing the Yoru Chamber stuff, and it was all often about just being able to play 2 agents that could play nasty off angles, in mains especially. And you accomplish similar things. It's
honestly,
you
he might get
to.
pressured here like crazy.
Yeah.
Sticks around on the reload.
Nice
oh, that's the clone.
Yeah, shot the clone, and now caught on the reload is a disaster hold up. We walked into this with one sheriff. And it's
just
now
happened.
5v3%.
And remember when I was talking about the post plant with double senti? That's where we are now.
But the judge too jumping out of heaven. It's ugly. You don't want to see that.
No way we got thrifty. Devin Outlock. Oh my god, wait. Yeah, Trent on the team. Oh my god.
Sentinels over eager.
Oh my god.
To shut them down.
No, that's
damn.
no way to play an anti-eco, actually. Yes,
damn.
Your players have Trent pretty much 1v4.
Oh yeah, pack it up.
Actually.
Well, see, he saw
pack it up,
on the
bro.
other side. He was farming the ult orbs.
How did they throw that? I don't even think they threw that.
So I can farm my
just shit on them.
Now he's 2 off ult. That's so smart.
Exactly. It's
this was beautiful. Though.
Great transfer.
I mean, just look at that.
Killed the jumping player.
Yeah.
And then does it again.
Like tracking the jump through the wall.
God damn.
Baby, I can't believe it.
That's not even a throwaway. They're double holding that. He just swung out, insta-killed both of them, and then killed the other ones. Like,
I think they drop him immediately.
An insane round out of him.
Luckily, don't think that was
Maybe
happening.
That gives another caster a chance. You can step in.
Yeah, you don't want to see me up there. We're not even getting the pie. Baby Bay creeps up, but I mean, he did
good damage.
Unfortunately for him, outlaw moment.
Yeah, nice entries out of Sen. Zekken manages to shut down both there, and now Jonah creeping up gets a kill.
Like, you see what I mean? Look how disruptive G2's being. Like, swung off cat, swung out mid, swung B main. They're just taking these gunfights, you know? They're pressuring them.
Paranoia. There's plenty to stall out G2 on the approach, but Jonah P's taking the long way round. Wow.
That he is. Zekken's holding it though. And he'll deal with the situation.
Zekken figured it out faster than I did.
Just a bit more aware. Paranoia used, but there's a sensor to counter that out. And time is ticking. Valen now alone, trying to make it back in, but they've got it shut down. Sentinels.
It's not a bad bonus.
Wasn't the round you would have thought they'd win, but make it happen with the rifles.
That was a full bonus from G2. They didn't even buy armor on a couple of players.
Yeah.
Find mid didn't seem
if Shaw got that kill there, or if Baby Bay got the
flash
kill there, like,
every single time G2
the round is just a different story.
Nice, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Grind rounds here. Let's go.
The center definitely waiting for those now.
So now we get into the real rounds, rifle v rifle. G2 have farmed this ultimate very quickly for Trent.
A main control is going to be a big deal. With ultimates coming online quickly for Zekken.
You see what having the deadlock does. It's basically an additional initiator tool that you have to early take space on.
I mean, they didn't even take space with it though.
Jajamo just pulls off the trip and walks his way into wine regardless.
It's a bit strange right now from Sen. Spike still left back towards spawn. Doubling up and clearing out wine. They saw Baby Bay in that spot before, so Jaw being there, no real surprise.
That just deletes him on the jiggle. Baby Bay shut down as well.
I mean, the game is simple. If
my point,
make
that's this, yeah.
Fights versus Chamber and Yoru.
That's a make or break of this comp.
Yeah, those are some crazy shots right there. Not
You're also going to need to get the spike eventually. One would assume.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh dear, this could be bad. Balin starts to line him up. That's 2. Finally traded, but now the distraction.
Oh, no bullets.
Falls out of bullets.
Winnable for Jonah, though.
But what is going... Okay, we're going to use our ult to grab the spike.
It's fine.
Okay.
The Cypher is in mid. There's a 1v1 very early. Surely you're not clearing this, though.
There is a 0% chance. I mean, absolute 0 that we're ready for it.
Damn.
All good.
And we weren't. Sentinels are going to take that round.
Valen and Tro almost won the round there. If he had more
Literally
bullets.
coming off of winning their fights in mains.
Yeah. When you're playing the double get out of jail free comp with both that Yoru and that Chamber, there are going to be rounds like that where you are just walking up, you are alone, and you pretty much just need to get the kill.
The thing is, if you die, you kind of need to be sent to jail.
Yes.
It's like, we can't be getting those agents and still dying on both fronts.
SEN players just too quick. Delete both Baby Bay and Jaw before they can TP. And now G2's money is bad.
Second, just walking through this. That is wild on the anti-eco. I don't condone that on the anti-eco.
I don't know what that play was, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Fuck it.
Just straight up playing a member down.
We'll take the Amazon Prime right there.
Drift.
Yeah, he was
tapped into.
fully shift blocking. He's not even like jiggling yet.
Hoped not to need to use it on an anti-eco.
I don't know what that was.
Together defense here. Down to a minute on the clock. A paranoia to stall out the hit. 3 players already waiting.
What are you trying to do here? Are we playing in or
They
no?
will be able to swing in really quickly.
Playing for the Jokers, I
That
think.
teleport to go through the smoke, dip back.
They could stall long enough for Jonah P to rotate over with an ultimate. Hold on, double tell what?
What? He saw his smoke. He said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go in there."
That was sick.
Oh my God, Valen.
Paranoia to stall out as well.
Holy.
Sentinels aren't going anywhere.
Through the smoke. SEN is gone. 2 players left. The round is cooked.
It was a full on eco.
Wow.
Look at Spawn right now. Spike is trying to sprint away. He's actually being held for. Narrate could have an opportunity to make a mad dash of things over into B. It'll be a 1v1
Did Jonah
on
P
site.
throw?
Him versus Trent.
Did Jonah P
Trent's
throw?
gonna beat him there. Only a Sheriff in hand.
And 15 seconds left on the clock. Pinged out, but he takes the fight too early. Rushing things.
10 seconds left.
Oh my God.
Given B to Narrate.
And now it's a 3-on-2 retake. Only
There's
one
no
goal
way.
recovered for the side of G2.
But the IGL will be so pivotal back in main. Calls Narrate to hold over with him.
There's no way.
Narrate is so confident right now.
The first shot's not quite connecting. And now with John falling.
He would need to ace. There's no way.
It all rests on Narrate's shoulders.
Yeah.
That point
Wow. There we go.
is handed freely to G2 on the eco.
Now, what a play
Brutal
was it
round to
from
lose for
Valen, bro?
Sentinels.
Bro, he saw his Omen smoke and was like, let me get in there.
That was outrageous.
He didn't even hesitate. He saw the
I mean,
smoke. He
The
instant
Omen
TP'd
knows
in.
what the Omen's gonna do on the other side.
Look,
Sees that smoke
he
going
said,
up, these guys
"Fuck it."
teleporting, and picks the perfect position
Wow.
to be right behind Bang.
Ironically, I think the enemy Omen TPing in might have actually blocked his teleport distance. He could have gone even further behind him and actually been seen.
Imagine the rounds
Wow,
where that
what a
doesn't
play.
happen. His TP goes further, and then he's just a tasty treat presented to Bang for free. Doesn't happen though, and instead they're at match point. 1 round away from sending us to Lotus.
An even larger lead than Sen had over them on Corrode.
And they have ults, Abound. Their retake will be super strong with both the Steel Garden as well as the Sova ultimate.
Teleport primed down on Cat. Okay, Zekin taking his time. He couldn't find the right teleport. So ate up actually quite a bit of the clock. And now the Hunter's Fury sees the player
You
up
can
in
see
the
him
corner.
having.
Narrate trying to track off of the teleport and
Ooh,
will secure
that's a
Balin
great
again. That's
pick.
twice this game.
And that's the smoke's gone.
They're not
It's
even
gonna make
going
any
there.
retake way more difficult for G2.
Jaw's still on the line here.
Holding these choke points more challenging.
Are some of your teams playing Yoru? Yoru's like
Excellent from lane.
Hard
good
committed
right
to the
now.
site.
The Yoru meta.
I mean, he takes a shot, can teleport back. Eyes peel to him. Trent can swing from market. But none of that's going to come into the fore because the spike is moseying on over to A.
SEN want a fake B. Call back into the spike towards A.
Wait, why does Bing have a classic?
Jump into
Did
the
he
site
not buy a
now
gun?
with the ulti.
Look at the rotates.
Hold on.
Everyone has been pulled off. This is a very good call from Sentinels.
That net doesn't catch Baby Bay though. He could try and get out in front of it. Tagged up, grabbed up. Sentinels actually just winning out on the B site, but it means that the rotates have come through. Spike was actually tossed over the Vise wall on A.
Wait, they still ended up going B.
Sentinels control this side of the map.
That is crazy.
Time, by the way. There's a Yoru back in spawn.
Trent's about to face him.
Trent does take him down.
Wait, why is Bing on the classic
He made a
though?
long way away, and Jonah P's got an operator in hand.
It's a save.
Save the op? Yeah, good call.
Not enough money to go for this one. And at 12 to 5, there's no point taking risks. Save your ultimates. Find the round you know you're going to win.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing, right? G2 have 3 ultimates right now. John, Baby Bay just 1 off on their own. So you could be stacking every single
I mean, he had money for his thing, you know?
And when you're up this big, that's exactly what
And
you
John
should
QT
do.
has
Play the
3K.
percentages, don't take any risks, be boring, save,
I think she
and then
just forgot
just
to buy
find the
him.
round. Use all your ultimates and send us to Lotus.
Well, the thing is, I think it's just going to be the next round because Sentinels just used all of their ults in this one, right? Hunter's Fury, Dimensional Drift,
Deadlock ult as well.
Yeah, everything. And what it means is that Sentinels are looking at a huge disadvantage. Weren't able to deny the operator as well. That got recovered. So caution is still key for them.
Okay, they have another
Baby Bay's
person on the
gonna post
classic.
in mid. Make that trip at least, reposition.
Okay, there we go. They bought him a
Find an
weapon.
early line on
There
the
we go.
Paranoia line B main.
Looking
Could be a little
like
trap line
off
here.
here.
Yeah,
Okay.
trying to push players into Baby Bay to peek them on out from Tree.
But he backs away early. Not finding
Wait,
an
why
opportunity
did he give
to
up the
kill
line
there.
that early? Did he even shoot?
How do Sentinels react to this?
Yeah.
They're hearing so much.
That
That's
voice
2
line
free
is
players in
funny.
B
Did he
main for
even
sure.
shoot?
But if they call into A, it's the double senties holding there. It's an op, and now Jaw
Not
is
like
just
that.
TP'd over as well.
I'm saying like, did he
Great
like?
drones up
Why did he
into
just give it up for free?
Nobody's really home there. Might make Sentinels think
Just
that
a bit
G2 are
better.
sticking on to that B main control.
Trip broken in mid, so G2 have to keep a player there.
Sentinels are really eating away at the clock, and I am concerned about the ultimates that G2 have at their disposal in the mid round. Here's the first just to get brilliant information. And he's going to spot out all 3 players. Now the Hunter's Fury, they're all boxed up. A little treat now, and now popping out of the Dimensional Drift.
Too high risk. He saw the player in B main, gets out of there. So both ults gone. It's still a 5-on-5, but not a lot of map control for Sen.
Not even a lick of damage for G2. Trent on the other side of this wall. And the flash doesn't hit him. Trent is here for everything. 2 for him, and Jog
That should be game right there.
The map on the line now. It's Bang and John QT. Pressure in. Smokes for Chaos.
Wow, Alex.
Chaos Jogamo thrives.
That boy
G2
fast.
will send us to Lotus.
Absolutely clinical map for G2.
They was talking shit about Baby Bay. They came out there and clapped
And it
Sentinels.
took a moment, but a cleanup on the defense as well.
Oh wait.
There was a lot of talk about Trent
They
being
got
a KO1
clapped.
trick going into Toronto. All these narratives, but this guy's always been a beast on the Sova. Ascent has always been his map, and he shows up again here. 21 kills on the Agent.
Oh yeah.
And a 13-6 win. That's a statement for G2.
And the numerous clutch rounds from him as well. I think
That's
about that
crazy right
eco
there.
that almost slipped away from G2 where he's finding
still
4
won that?
kills. It was getting a little bit silly.
Both Baby Bay and Jaw doing such a good job in that first half, finding these lurks, ruining the rotations for Sentinels on defense.
And we're heading into what has been G2's best map all year. This series is close, and we're going to
ready
see
for it,
who
G2.
takes it all when we come back after the break.
Adios! Oh shit! Assalamu alaikum! Assalamu alaikum, brother! Hey, dab me up, bro. Get over here, bro.
Oh,
hey,
too good,
hey,
yeah.
dab me up, dab me up, dab me up. Dab me up. Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Wait, let me go.
Hey,
Let me go.
bro,
Let me
hey,
go.
hey, hey.
Jonah,
That's funny. Have 3 Lotus. I mean, I'm still gonna go with GT, bro. I feel like GT are just gonna win, bro. Chamber? Yeah, Chamber's a good pick. Like I said, it's just a Fnatic comp, no? They play Lotus last time? No, they didn't get to Lotus last time. I mean, damn. Let's map 3 Lotus. You're gonna play ranked? Yeah, I'm playing ranked after this match. But you got map 3? I got you too. You and Davey V? Of course. That's G2 at the end of the day. Like, okay, it's like a sub, okay. You know? Game was not that hard to play. My cat woke up. Oh, this is gonna be a good game? Yeah, I think so too. I think both teams will run. Actually, no, I think one runs Nia and one runs Yor, I think, right? Yo, Q, thank you for the tier 1 8 months, bro. Appreciate it. I got your keyboard, it's so good. Which one? The Ace one? Oh, yeah.
Jonah P, try and refight towards instant Jonah P with a trade. The discipline is reigning supreme here from G2. They make sure to leave no gaps for Sentinels.
Well, you wanted a map 3 and you got it. Gotcha. As Baby Bay and the boys in G2 managed to force map 3, leaving Sentinels wondering, well, does Baby Bay still got it? Because I think he does. Welcome back, everyone, to
They're like, yo, I don't even get fucked on this map.
Well as Doug,
Thank God we picked Kirod. We would have got 2-0'd right now.
It's so, and tremendous respect to you, obviously. Shopify Rebellion's Alexis and Doug.
And Doug.
Right? Like, that just kind of...
You want to join the team? You can join. Do you want the title?
Yeah, actually, that'd be sick.
Hello, open call for any of our teams. Doug wants to join an esports organization. So.
Actually, save yourselves the time and the money.
it's great you think that you'll get money. In any case, so now, let's go ahead.
I feel like if map 1 wasn't Corella, like G2 would have 2-0'd already.
Look, folks. My boy still got it, okay? He's holding it down for us 30-year-olds and over. I'm the server, but really, I mean, jokes aside, Alexis, we were really seeing Baby Bay show why he was such a force to be reckoned with when he was playing professionally back then, and it's great to just see him slot back into a role that Leaf probably would have filled
I mean, jokes not aside, I think he's probably going to start a group called Grandpa's Still Got It, and he's going to invite all the 30-plus players to join him, I feel like.
One of us.
He was actually really impressive, though.
You got to stop acting like you're around 30, by the way. You keep saying 30 and then us, and that doesn't
I'll be right back, Sean.
I'm just putting
closer to 40, I know. You don't got to tell me, man. Death is creeping. I get it, okay?
I will say this. I think this map felt like such a good game plan from Josh.
Yeah.
Put Dre in a comfortable position, allow him to do his thing.
Which is what he said.
And it worked, obviously, exceptionally well. He was having incredible value in the beginning of rounds. He did exactly what they needed him to do.
Yeah, but also, too, there were just some great ideas, great ways that G2 were shutting down Sentinels. You know, you got to give credit to Giacomo. Great use of all the different tools that Yoru has available. And, yeah, they were really shutting them down in mid. It just felt like they had them read like a book.
It definitely in the first half felt like just a team stomp. Towards the second half, it kind of felt like Trent took over for sure. But overall, it felt like a team win. Like they had a good macro game plan. They had a good idea. They didn't rely on, you know, a duelist or a grandpa to carry the game. So, yeah, it definitely felt like overall had a good macro plan going into this.
Yeah, I also think they played with a lot of confidence, which obviously helps when you're up, what was it, 8-1 at one point, something along those lines. I think about one of the later rounds in the map where Giacomo their duelist dies early on. They realize the only way they can dive out onto the site is with Bang TPing into a smoke. Does that, Valen sees it. It's telegraphed, jumps into the smoke with him, gets the kill. Those are the confidence plays, right? Most other people just spam the smoke. He jumps into it to secure the kill. It's just tremendous confidence out of G2.
Just good reads, right? G2 knowing exactly where their advantages are, but now we get ready for map 3. And what a way to close out the weekend here to start stage 2. But we're going to Lotus. Now, here's the interesting thing. You could probably still run the chamber in this scenario, right, Alexis?
Yeah, I mean, we saw it from EG yesterday. They ran the chamber, and it could be very good. It seems like Baby is really comfortable on the agent. He was doing really well. He wasn't putting up insane numbers, but I thought that his impact on the attack side was actually really good.
Yeah, he had big moments, right, as you had mentioned. But now that kind of opens up the composition a little bit here to some questions. Curious to see where they elect to go, how they try to slot Baby Bay into this team, because I'm sure they've had ideas from G2 in the past with Leaf in the lineup. Now they're going to have to adjust it.
Yeah, and I think as we saw on map 2, they obviously have a plan around that, and it's something they're comfortable doing. So, yeah, this is certainly a chamber map. I think we mentioned it with the EG.
I think they're going to play chamber on this
with
one.
other teams. We've seen it in GC as well, so they're certainly not having to reinvent a ton of stuff to make that happen. I think chamber has a lot of viability there for sure.
All right, well, let's see who walks away with the win. It's time for our final map of the week. Can G2 and Baby Bay score the dub one last time? Here's Mimi and Ender for the call.
Like someone's microphone is bugging.
You know what, Golden Boy? I think if G2 pull it off, I don't know if Sentinels ever live this one down. This is a crazy situation we find ourselves here at the end of the week.
Bro, Sentinels lose?
5-1
Holy shit.
in this matchup, go in the way of G2. If you're SEN, you cannot lose when they have a substitute coming in. This is your map to take home. And I'm really interested to see how it's going to go with comps, because when we were looking at Masters Toronto, we saw
Sentinels
G2 was actually still
just
playing the Teo on this map. Pretty much one of the few teams.
I don't know what to tell you, bro.
From Trent. The question is, will he lock it?
I think you guys need a roster change at that point.
He's gonna lock it in.
He's gonna lock it. Okay, so after a couple of Sova games, he sticks onto the agent, and you know, Teo's still very good for a lot of opening fights. Still gives you the free break of doors, things like this. But now this is going to, you know, continue to be with the lack of breach, right? And I think the breach continues to be a question mark, because it was so strong next to the breach and hasn't really quite felt the same.
For sure. Caressing Teo on the screen. He wants the agent back.
Yeah. Okay. And you know what?
Be
if that's how we
consistent,
feel about Teo, keep locking him in.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the drone didn't really get touched. That tool is still super strong to re-clear on defense. And the way G2 were playing in Toronto, I thought it was solid, right? They were just mainly not using missiles like at all off the start of rounds. And when they were going for re-clear ideas, it was almost always just using one of the two missiles and saving the other to have late round. You do have to be very careful about where you place them, when you use them, but as long as you're intentional about it, he's still viable.
Is that boss up there? What am I looking at? Full chill on the recline. Everyone else is locked in, by the way. Baby Bay is just full hovering the Viper. Viper, a new agent for him this time around. I don't know for sure, but I bet he's never played Viper before in his professional career. I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
And he's played in like show matches and things like this. I doubt he's ever locked the Viper in those.
Yeah, I cannot imagine a time where FaZe BabyBay would have been playing Viper. That doesn't sound real to me.
Yeah, but VCTA Player 1 is a completely different beast,
Mimi.
He's
a beast on Viper.
He's a beast on the Viper. You might not expect it. You might think he's a chamber player.
The Viper, huh?
No, no, no.
Yeah, it is
they have Raze, not Neon.
Pool to
I like the Euro better.
Viper on this last one, playing the chamber in the previous, but it's what Leaf would have done.
Actually, no, I like the Raze better personally.
Perfectly. SEN go back to the comp that we have known them to play.
No sense in good on Lotus.
Right, with that solo fade.
I don't know. I feel like you do need a Sentinel on this map for sure with 3 bomb
here,
sites.
they want to see a G2 win, I saw on a sign. I see some cinema. You always know it's going to be a full house when SEN and G2 are in the building, but now it is time for map number 3, Lotus, to determine who is taking this thing to close out week 1.
And it starts towards A. SEN with a heavy fight ready to go.
Knife into the door early, set up a trap play later on, but neither team overcommitting to things just yet.
Just use that first refreshable, hold for aggression, and then head into the reclear later on.
Why is everyone talking about that you were going to go to G2? I have no idea, brother. I wish I knew.
This means that Valen gets to stay posted up on C. He's already used a second refresh of that one way. They'll send forces back to shoo him away now.
If things do end up finishing into A, I saw pre-round, BabyBay dropped his orb over on the A site. It'd be annoying to play around and fall back into these deep positions.
Allows a super aggressive flood retake from CT.
Right now, Sentinels are keeping their options open, playing for orbs on both sides of the map, it would seem, as the spike heads up into rubble. And tapping this door creates a lot of pressure with the wall up. No one actually looking at that one.
It's going to pull
slow
Trent
round
over
for
on
both
the
teams.
tail. The Viper starts rotating, and
I feel like they're going to go see
looks
that.
pretty open.
Yeah, G2 have really
I
bitten
think they're
on
playing
this. Now
retake
BabyBay
on
has
C
to
here.
walk into heaven over on B. See if anyone's crept into the space. That's been a gap for a good 15-20 seconds.
30 seconds left.
Now the util into the C site. Valen not playing with this one really at all.
They
It's a
have second
classic in hand
nukes.
as well, so can't try to spam away at the spike and
Beta,
Sentinels are going
paranoia.
to flip back towards spawn. Narrate in front, back to back with Zekken. Paint shells continuing to force G2 away, and seems like Zekken might
Yes,
want a little
okay.
bit more.
Now they fall back, get that little bit of extra time, and ready themselves for the next
shot.
phase. Is
What a shot.
BabyBay decimates Zekken.
And now utility coming into the site. The rest of the G2 squad not far behind.
We'll see, maybe now. Should kill one,
just
yeah.
deletes Narrate. And Sen have been forced to fall away from the site. There's no one left except for John QT. Alive in the smoke with players all around. An assassin diving in for one for another. But
Wow, what
cannot
a
continue
retake.
forward. G2 will take it.
What a good retake.
Really clean retake from G2. BabyBay hits that nasty opening shot, and they do a great job of kind of ping-ponging which side of the retake is applying more pressure.
Great
First,
kill
it's
by
mostly coming
BabyBay,
from CT. Then the players from Waterfall start to come in, and if you're a site anchor there for Sentinels, you just get overwhelmed so quickly with these
What's Zekken
crossfires.
doing, bro? What is he doing? What doing, little bro?
Josh was not lying about the vibe he's bringing. I don't think BabyBay has stopped talking since he got back up on that stage.
No, even when the game ended,
That's
he was
crazy.
talking to the cameras before walking off.
He thinks he's still casting and is paid by the word.
By the word, yeah.
You think I'm
He
gentle,
might
man?
be.
Never seen them
How much
play.
he's saying. Teleport over onto the side. Ah, whoa, 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 okay. The classic will get the job done.
Jaw has been dying on a couple of these anti-ecos. Doesn't happen on this one.
Surprising because G2 are usually so legit shutting down ecos, and they continue to be so
Clean.
here.
Two
Clean
off the
round.
fatal. You're pretty happy about that. Nice anti-eco for G2.
Keep hitting them like that, and this job is done.
And now Sentinel's going to have a buy online for the first time. Playing this comp compared to where the meta has kind of been at on Lotus, with Breach KO being in the fold and kind of this transition period that was Toronto, with teams moving back into the control comps, means that this map is, again, really slow. It's tough when you're playing these Raze comps to actually win an instant A fight.
they
most
get
of the time
bonus
you're
here, just
going
pack it
slow,
up.
You're going into these re-clears, but sometimes you both choose the same fight.
And that's right here. Jogamo,
Wow.
no scope. Actually, it was Valen.
I hit him
that
with
finished off
40.
the
That was
kill
good teamwork right there.
Taken down to 140.
Wait, the way, I don't have the way.
Really slow things down now from Sentinels. Now, good news for SEN is no Sentinel in G2's comp means that it can be a little easier to break out of these choke points even once you've lost your Raze.
Still, there's a lot of smoke cycling up and down. And a well-timed reclear there coming through.
Wow, Jaw with another one.
Catches Zelsis on the fade of the smoke.
G2 have always been excellent on the defense side of this map, and a lot of the
Yeah,
time
if they win this bonus, bro,
finding the opportunities to take a more aggressive angle in the mid rounds, step up into space.
John doesn't have the tools to fight off the players on A.
There's a world meme where Sentinels don't play this round.
I think they might just save it.
I mean, they're just frozen right now, hoping G2 overstep, you know, in the mid round, and then maybe if they got a pick, they'd play, but it's over.
And that's what I'm talking about, right? Most of the time, Lotus in the new meta is going to be super slow, right? Maybe one team chooses to go for an early fight. But most teams are not going to want to flip A fights every single round. Sometimes you both make the same choice, you end up in one of those early duels.
I don't know, what's your issue?
It just goes a little better for G2. Jojimo was so much more far forward than Sentinels really expected.
You're just losing aim battles, working your positioning.
For the full save here.
You can't win a gunfight, work on your aim.
Down, but I think a lot of the times in Valorant,
losing every game,
on the
can't help you with that one.
Very reluctant to just call it quits.
Sure.
You know, once things go poorly early on like that.
You want to see more quitters in Valorant. So you're
yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
More
3-0?
Because you know what? It means that you can still play this
They're
next round.
full buying into this.
It is funny because this just becomes a second bonus round for G2. Their money is going to be ridiculous. Win or lose in round 4.
That
Still got a Bulldog, still got an Outlaw, full armor on Sentinels, so.
Make a couple little upgrades, so it's a bit better. But still, they're going to be rich for a while.
Same look from Sentinels. Fighting into Mount. This time not stepping through the smoke just yet, at least.
Valen contesting more passively.
Ooh, these shots. Wait, whoa. Seconds down on 10 HP.
Got dinked.
That was a dink.
Wow,
and he's got a judge in hand, too. So Raze loses, like, all value once you're down this low because, yeah, satcheling through a sight, it's hard to hit her. But when you only need to, you know, breathe on her kneecap and she dies, it doesn't matter how crazy she's moving.
We've seen G2 adjust into the same setup in the last 2 rounds. 2 front C, 2 front B.
Counter paranoia ready with the spit as well. Valen.
Wow, he dodged all the utility.
Jaws right here on the door switch. Forced to teleport away. But now Sentinels don't feel comfortable even moving into B. If they go back A, Jonah P's up front.
Like, bro, G2 are just so much better.
So early on this rotation.
Oh. Coming back.
Pressure's on Sentinels now, down to 40 seconds. Seized to buy even more time for G2.
Get that wall up. There we go.
G2's calling the bluff. They're not rotating into A just yet, instead keeping players on B.
Oh dear.
Through the smoke,
that's unlucky.
losing Jonah.
Yeah, a little counter spam.
Very big pick for Sentinels.
25 seconds on the clock,
that's
trying to pinch back into B. Jogamo.
Wow.
Oh my word!
What a shot.
Right out of the sky. Plucks him out. The spike should still be able to be
Do you have
planted.
anything for retake? No,
so
we don't have
with
anything.
Utility coming on down.
You have a stun. Stun could be big here.
The fight will all come down to the flank out of Mound from Valen.
We save an A.
To John QT holding things outside door. G2 have every single player fighting on their own. Someone's got to step up. Someone's got to be the hero. But it's stepping in to a grouped up, primed and ready Sentinels.
What went wrong this round? I mean, Jonah getting unlucky there,
just
but
Valen smoked off in main.
it is what it
away
is.
from this one. Sen, that was such an incredible recovery.
Yeah, it really came down to the wire. I think if Jonah P doesn't go down, this round is really tough
That was
to
an
play.
unlucky round, I'm not gonna lie.
And that was just the spam that killed him on A. If he stays alive, he's full containing space in A. Have an additional player to win out in the retake when you're a man up.
Yeah, he tried to go for some spam shots himself off his own haunt. And I didn't catch who saw it on Sentinels, but they traced him perfectly.
I like the call in the post flank from Sen though. They expect some kind of flank coming in, so decide to fight forward into heaven instead, get the pick there, and then that is a complete breakout from the site. Op up for Jaw this round. First of map number 3.
After seeing Sentinels go Mound a couple of times in a row, that's what he's waiting for. And this time Sentinels won't be biting there. Instead, maybe thinking that A is a weakness. Last round, they only saw Jonah P playing there deep into the round. No Senti Util opens up the opportunity to go for a lot of contact.
That would have been crazy if you ulted that. I was like, they're not even ready for a B split.
Not going to take the chance. Not when his team has all this space.
You think Sentinel roster needs a roster change? I mean, if you lose this, maybe.
Ooh, interesting.
I think you might need a roster change if they lose this.
Cut in through break room, get into the site. Speed pop right now. Jogamo takes the first one.
Wow, and he stays for more. He stays for more.
Even had the A site had they gone there, but now they're just getting ground to pieces on B.
Look at Alex
unsure
go.
of where to finish. Zelsis, after popping the ult, is backed away completely. Sentinels are running away with their tail tucked between their legs.
A very different story from the previous round. And the difference maker there is that they didn't have Zelsis in a position where he could thorn the rotates coming in from C and coming through spawn. So the second that G2 realized this rotate is coming in, they're ripping the fade off. They're all running through these smokes. And they are the ones instead, in an advantageous fight, just holding on to the choke of players coming out of break room. And it's easy kills to close out their 4th round.
10 seconds left.
Sentinels are making these decisions to snap back into B based on very little information. Right there.
They're voting mid-round, actually. I think he started waving or some shit.
Know what the site holds are going to be.
G2 got some book readers and facts.
To pivot back in there. Obviously, that was the plan with the ultimate. But G2 fixed their issue from the previous round to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, the pinch from the C rotators opening the door to isolate Zelsis. Super good there as well. Coach Kaplan's going to call a timeout here. And I'm interested to see how SEN can try and get more embeds in this mid-round. Because like you're saying, they're making a lot of these late round rotates. But it's mainly been like start C, and then go as a pack re-clear A, leave one player front B, and then you're either B pivoting or you're full committing into that A hit. I'd like to see them being a little more willing to have a guy like
I wonder what they even do here.
posturing up, taking some risks on that lurk.
The one round they won was kind of lucky. They just got a spam kill.
Back into late round.
Yeah, because playing against no Senti, I feel like there's
and then they like open up the map pillow for them.
Answered yet? Like, how is G2 dealing with holding B versus just a simple lurk? Like when there's presence made around the map, and also how is A actually being held outside of just a guy around stairs?
You saw the first couple rounds, G2 every time
Would you prefer to play next year?
Mid-round. They were posting 2B, 2C expressly there to stop anyone from walking in. But because they have no Senti, they pretty much always have to be doing that. They have to be investing people to punish lurks. So if you are threatening lurks all across the map and threatening people walking up, it means that G2, compared to a team playing a Sentinel, has to be so much more cautious about when they're calling for these heavy rotates.
Yeah, could be time to move away from the execs and start playing into the lurks like you're saying.
Slow things down. Show us more.
Why does Second have a stinger? Bro should give him demand on that.
Attack side.
But
they can make a
not
play
on
with
this
that.
round on the eco, as things look to be done with a little bit of speed into front B.
Yeah, double satchel. See what you can do with that stinger.
Is
Yeah,
that entry
buy
fragger?
apart from the hero gun on narrate. Jogamo waiting up in heaven with the operator. Dodged away from the haunt, but great shot out of
I don't know
That's
about
what I'm
that
talking
one.
about. Now a pinch potentially into Mount.
I don't know about
Could
that
just blow
one.
this round wide open. And Op was recovered from Zekin too. He's posted up deep on the heaven line.
Drone will spot him.
Commanders they used? Yeah, BenQ. That way.
Send fight up into break room.
G2 have slowed things down for a moment though. They're waiting on this wraparound from Baby Bay. Looking back front B, but there is a wall to block him.
Walk around it if he sees the gap.
I'm not sure he will. There he goes, primes it and just gets deleted. Paranoia goes into break room. Balin is going to be trailing in off of that.
Wait.
Now Sentinels maybe a little bit out of sorts. The op doesn't connect. And Zekin needed that one. This smoke causing chaos down onto the site. Zekin trying to get into the thick of things, get involved.
Wow.
And Zelsis to win
That's
it all.
how they won that round too?
Zekin was just a distraction. As Zelsis stabs him in the back.
The simplest round you can see.
This could easily be a
Slamming
6-0.
B on the eco and win in the post plant. G2 is a
Easily
team
be a
that loves
6-0.
playing set retakes. In Toronto, they were one of the squads who was conceding plants the absolute most. And with a team like that, if you can get posted into weird positions, if you can get forward and catch isolated players,
Okay.
it was high skill.
That was a high skill moment. Yeah, we take those.
But if you are able to actually disrupt that retake and get forward, it
Sure,
can be
G2
so
is making
hard, no matter
so many
what guns
mistakes.
you have to actually win a
They're like,
retake
oh
like
yeah,
that.
you know,
Absolutely.
we're winning, we're making these plays, but like,
G2 gonna be frustrated.
don't
letting that
need to
one slip
make
away.
all
A
of
little
these
bit more
plays like
active
that.
this round, posting early front B.
Okay. Jonah P out in front B.
Another great opening pick right there.
Ball was up off the op shot. Now Sentinels
Oh.
catching Baby Bay with an orb in hand. Good thing his IGL is right behind him. Give him another lease on life.
That was almost bad.
Means Baby Bay has to be cautious of every angle on this site.
Wow.
On the re-clear. That numbers advantage. Completely equalized now.
3v3. They should just
That's
rotate
the
off of
might
C,
this
bro.
game. But he is the sole line of defense for G2 on this side of the map. And they're ignoring his position. It's hard to make this decision. How quickly do you want to act?
His team is so far behind.
Call comes in to wait for the squad to come in on the flank.
I mean, the
Now you
Viper
have
is
to
just hard to
retake
win
into
against
a
them.
Viper spit, into a Vise. Trent's gonna make his play.
But having two people coming in through door, that could be enough pressure. Turn people away from Trent. You might just be facing down at one player. This will be the move. Tons of utility to stall out the first rotation. It'll have to come on the next. Unless Jonah P sneaks on in. Look at that! Spamming through the smoke. Picks up a little bit of Zelsis' medicine there. But Trent goes down. Baby Bay into the thick of things. And Zelsis
The classic.
takes it again.
Back-to-back rounds for Zelsis to clutch up. SEN picked such a good moment to break out from that Viper spit.
Dude,
You saw
literally
them
all
three
three of last rounds could have
together in
easily
one
been
tiny
GT's, bro.
corner,
This
getting
easily
spammed.
could have been
But they
7-0 right
realized that
now.
the brunt of the retake is coming through door. They both push forward.
It's just
through
down to
that
the last
pit,
1v1s,
and
man.
it should buy enough space to keep Zelsis alive.
And the whole comeback in that round for SEN started with Zelsis, operator in hand, finding the pick. It really was. Topping the scoreboard for SEN right now as G2 call a timeout.
And those are the threats you have to create against G2. You want to re-clear into A? There could be Zelsis posted here with an op. You're going back into B. There could be someone lurked up there. Makes it way more difficult for G2 to consider their rotations.
Just crucial mistakes here and there. Like Alex got picked up back to back. Jonah P got spammed the other round.
In the few rounds that Sentinels have been able to win.
3 rounds, there's just like
players dropping over
crucial
there.
mistakes on the
And
side
the
of
rest of the
G2, and
defense
then
having to react
it cost them the entire
adjust
round.
themselves behind that. G2 need to figure that out.
G2 in some of the earlier rounds of this half showed early A fights to get an in-bed there. Wouldn't hate to see them go back to that. Get someone posted there early and, you know, trust a little more in their C retake late rounds.
Because they have been really passive towards Rubble.
They have to save that, damn.
It was like first 3 rounds they were considering fights over there, and then after that
from
they
7-0
ignored
to
that
4-4
space.
potentially.
Ignoring it again. It's time to go back, mound one more time.
The further
Ready
boy in
to
Russia.
Capitalize off of that.
You know, Captain
Hey,
says
fan
one
from
about.
China, yo, what's up, bro?
Another A hit. This time looks like it might be a little bit quicker. 4 players opening that way.
And now I've got the attack Odin spam to count out into door. Simplify things a bit.
Trap play on C. I don't think Celsius is going to walk into it.
Celsius might catch players rotating out of the trap, quite frankly.
Yeah, that one way is falling soon.
Eventually, G2 are going to have to give it up. But he doesn't want to overstay his welcome. The rest of his team making plenty of racket. Onto the other side of the map. This is where Sentinels maybe
Still
get a
holding
bit
for
nervous.
it.
They haven't heard anything. They need to find some piece of information before snapping anywhere, because this trap, it could just as easily be A. That's why they're so cautious. That's why they're bringing the Prowler over here.
Wow.
Where?
What a shot. Baby Bay, wow. BCTA player 1.
He's showing up.
Holy.
And now the rest of the G2 rotating into the A site. Sure, Sentinels have the guns. 4 now, but a Paranoia catches onto 2 players. Flanks on flanks. As those 2 bound players.
Wait, why didn't they get the
Through
guns?
the attacking spawn. Now
The fuck?
dimensional drift. Jogamo spots the first. Information
Oh,
onto
no, there we
Zekin
go.
too.
There's the
He
off.
sees all 3. G2 bear down. Onto Sentinels.
Rocket per second.
What?
But again, a
He
shot
killed,
from
he
Baby.
killed a third one?
He's taken 3 from the grave. And now the spam from Trent. G2 right back in it.
Holy
an eco
baby
round.
bay.
And their caster substitute hits 2 nasty shots on Mound.
That's
Even
crazy.
snipes Zekin out of the air before the rocket takes him down.
That was a crazy shot.
He is looking clean.
That op shot got him right in the neck. He's so loud, the people in the venue can hear him on stage, like just talking
And that's
at a
why they were
normal
laughing.
volume.
Oh,
Yep. This guy does not stop projecting.
Did the rocket
All
hit
right.
on the dot?
Here
Yeah, I
comes that
know.
Rebel fight.
All of mine hit at the dot,
At
they
the
do 0
timeout,
damage.
Missiles to break the door. G2 fully committing into it, and the missiles get a kill. For the
Oh,
first time
wow.
in the round. Line
Balin!
for the IGL. G2's
Wow.
leader, Trent with another missile kill just to eviscerate Sen.
A statement
They
round
said,
for G2.
why are they still
Win
playing
the eco,
Techo?
out of
While
the
they
timeout,
proceed to
adapt
get
into the
2
fight,
Techo
and
rocket
play it
kills.
perfectly. And they're showing
They said
why
they
Potato
killed
still
him.
has some value.
G2
Even now,
said,
missiles
nah,
are running out,
we can
the
still make it
missiles
work.
force them forwards. No one's
Look at
watching for the
that.
haunt, and it's all Valen. He's pumped.
I don't know if I've ever seen Cap snap a
Wow.
faster timeout coming out of this one.
Instantly.
What a
Valen
round.
is sitting at 12-3 right now.
They can't kill him.
Has the read on the start of the round.
Do you want me to scream like
Has
that
the
next
shots
year?
to
Yeah,
back it up.
right.
And this is coming right when Sentinels were finally getting their feet under them.
Like,
You
dude,
get
if you
ecoed
think about it,
and
the
you
3
lose a
rounds
round
that
in the first
G2
20
lost is
seconds.
Jonah
Martin's
P
gonna
got
be
spammed on the AWOL,
And this half continues to slip away.
and then Alex got spammed on the B.
G2, you know, you'd think with
He got
so much
Scan9.
firepower, having Leap step
And
away
I
from
forgot what
G2
the third
for a
one was, but
moment,
I'm pretty sure it was unlucky too.
that might hurt them, but you've got guys like Valen just ready to step up instantly in clutch time.
2 of those rounds they got spammed through the smoke
It's the
though.
ultimate proof to me of how
And they had an
good this
operator
system
and then they had a
is
rifle
for
and then
G2.
the bomb
You
set
can
because of it.
Get rid of your player
Spammed through the
who, in
smoke.
my
Third one was the
opinion, is
Viper ult.
best
Oh
player on
yeah.
G2. Sub in someone
The
who
classic
has not
one.
played a tier 1 official in 2 years and still win.
That could have been G2's
That
as
is
well.
a testament to how good every one of these players is. That is a testament to how good the leadership of Josh and Valen is. But they still have to close it out. And despite it being stingers, this round could still be scary.
I mean, we've already
Then the
seen
throwing,
2
I
ecos
mean,
in this map,
G2
so
is just simply
get
playing
on the
better.
edge of your
It's not
seat,
really
everybody.
throwing.
Sentinels moving in
Oh.
here to Mound.
But this pit is going to slow them down so much.
Oh, will it? I don't know. The Nightfall.
They don't care.
And Zekin's
Wow.
just into it. Baby doesn't care. That'll be 1 for him. The rest of Sentinels starting to flood
What
on
a
through.
kill.
G2 are here. The off is
No smoke
waiting.
respond. We're just
I don't
holding
think
that
Sen
free.
found the angle. Sure, they're back to the elbow.
5v3. What a hold from BBB.
Don't even know if they can close the gap.
Huge
to
kill on
have favorable
Zekin.
fights with the guns they've got.
Narrate is the only one who has space really to get out. Finally enough gas to get that orb online.
Don't get me wrong, Narrate has had some pretty gnarly rounds this series.
But look how passive G2 is. They're just holding for a push on both sides. They're waiting for the spike to go down, then play your set retake.
I
and
mean,
win
yeah,
the
this
5v3.
is just,
Finally, it
this
looks
is
like
just
Narrate's
basic
gonna
Valorant right here out of
give a
G2.
shot at the plant. Maybe even just faking
Play
that.
back, just
Flash
wait.
and the haunt doesn't connect,
Wow.
so
Alex is
Ping might have
feeling
helped
it.
out a little bit, but it's not going to mean much of anything when all is said and
They're
done.
just flooding in. Wow. Dude,
That's
low-key,
really
this should
nicely
be
played by
10-0.
Baby in the pit.
If
Here's
you
the
think
race
about it,
action,
this should
and
be
instead of
10-0.
Backing up.
10-0 for
like
G2,
most
bro. I'm gonna be
players would
honest.
do, they're running away and trying to get out. You realize that Raze is coming in. He tucks into the pit instead, and then jumps out after to punish the Raze.
Bro, the
He's
way
landed.
G2 are playing, it
And
doesn't
right
even
off
look
the
like they're
pit,
playing with the
just
sub,
opens
bro.
this
Like, they're
round up.
so
Saying,
in
hey,
sync.
G2 can give a little
BB
bit
is
of
on
space,
fire.
play their big advantage, and not
They're
let
winning
those
rounds.
bad guns get to the range where they're going to be winning fights.
Really well controlled there in the post plant, and that is the G2 you expect to see.
Now, guns for Sen. This is pretty much a must-win round. Worse than 7-5 feels real bad, and Jaw is challenging up.
Right up there with the
Wow.
short pump and out. Valen still holding his
Oh
ground
my,
too.
he almost got 2
He's
there.
not giving up that space just yet.
He almost got 2 there.
And,
Oh, what a kill.
Celsius gets right back in. The high-low not quite there between Trent and Jonah P.
Wait, take the timing. Walk on that.
This has had a lot of impact in these mid rounds. But G2 have great info. They've re-cleared front B. They know this is going to be an A hit, and rotates are already coming in.
In the post plant, we likely see Steel Garden traded out for a Nightfall. Sentinels might want to get active as well. No, the Yoru's approaching from up high.
Big pick.
Absolutely massive.
Good kill.
Now the ult out to secure the plant. 2 players ready to play
2v3,
up
we
on
have
rope.
fade ult.
And
Little
the insurance
risky.
in narrate back
I
to
feel
3.
like they should use it.
Primary is available. The door is tapped. Here comes G2. It'll be Valid on his own. Working off the utility, Jonah P opens up the first.
Oh, he saw his shoulder.
Himself down in numbers. On both sides, nowhere to go. Celsius with another 3K has been on fire.
He's having an impact game. He's the one player who has been in positions consistently to get a mid-round pick as G2 is going for their rotations and open up opportunities in mid-rounds that looked bad for Sentinels. And that kill could not have come at a better time for this team.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's get it,
Half
baby.
was slipping
Let's go,
away.
Marsh.
Now you win a rifle round, you maintain the chance to get 7-5.
Okay. I mean, last round was
G2
whatever,
showed
but
really aggressive
the
looks
other
these
3
last
rounds they
couple
could have
rounds.
been.
Here they slow it down by an op for jaw
Get an
instead
8th one here, though.
and temper the
We need
pace.
this 8th one.
Sentinels, on the other hand, not so much. Already up in front of their own smoke.
208, 208.
I mean, and just spamming away at Baby Bay. That means the seaside open. There's no utility to slow them down. Valen not there in time. Instead, sneaking out in front with Boombot.
That's just unlucky.
Reveals his position. He's got to fall back to his team.
Dream post plant for Sentinels. Celsius still with full utility.
Nothing
A
you can
molly
do
on
there.
John QT and plenty of time to set up their crossfires.
But it's uncomfortable to play on site. The Armageddon for Trent. A couple of missiles too. It is about to be unleashed.
They're fighting up.
They're fighting up. Pandemonium ensues. John QT up in front of it all. And he's got to keep moving
What a
forward. There's
stun.
no other option.
What
And
an
it's
ult.
decimation from G2.
They said Techo's dead. They said
Trent
no, he's
already with
not.
2. Sentinels now back
Wow,
to corner.
those
Valid
nukes.
is jumping and
Wow.
shooting in the head.
What a retake.
There's no
Nasty.
stopping this man.
The retake from Jaw and Valen just looks so good.
That was a
knew
beautiful
exactly what was
retake.
happening. They put down their util, they were ready for the ult, they had to fight up.
Like
but
they were
G2
down
still
4v5.
better
Doesn't
in
even
that
like
punish.
matter if they have Leaf or Baby
Trading
Bay.
back
Like
through.
they didn't need either of them
Makes
there.
this
They
a
won that
perfect
4v5. The
utility from
core
Trent,
4 is
combining that stun
incredible.
with the ultimate.
Yeah.
Look at them.
Welcome to the team, brother.
And they're feeling it.
Damn. They
That is a thing of beauty.
You just can't
G2
beat
leading
them, bro.
8-4 at the half.
Wow, bro. If Sentinels lose, bro, that would be crazy. What's up, River? Wait, yeah, he's like, he's sick. He can't play right now.
It seemed like SEN had something cooking in the middle of that first half, but a bonus round win and a massive resurgence at the end means G2's leading 8-4, playing with a substitute on the roster
Damn.
against their rival, the 2 best teams in Americas, and it might still be G2 taking this one.
Crazy. Just felt like every single time that
Bro,
Sentinels
Sun is
have
in
doing something
shambles.
right, Valen is just there to tell him it's actually wrong. He's sitting on a 4-0.
These are the
KD
2
right now,
best
16-4.
teams.
Absolutely.
And one of them is playing
pulled away
with
from the
the player that hasn't
conversation a
played
bit
in like 2
this
years.
year, but he was a beast
Damn.
last stage. He's still a fragger.
Damn.
Stepping up when the team needs it. Pistol's going to be critical here for Sentinels. If they lose this, winning becomes a challenge.
That it will. The G2 never a team to reveal their hand too early into a round.
Toxin screen down.
And the fun is we might actually get to see Baby really test things on A-Lurks in this half. It's something we haven't really seen out of him so far in this series.
That's exactly how Leaf plays this agent. He's almost always challenging up into A or challenging up into B. He's super proactive on these lurks, and maybe they trying to do the same. But he gets shooed away instead.
Yeah,
Guess they with his life there.
Showed his hand fairly early there. So Sentinels hadn't positioned away. They had the double stack.
Still, he has a contain on this area. Knows that no one has fought deep from Sentinels.
Yeah, the rest of the team is being called in as well. As a matter of fact, Sentinels have islanded Zelsis just a bit. He's got a Sheriff back on stairs, so it makes some sense. Double Sheriffs for the Sen gang.
You can pop a
they want to do like a
into
B
B,
split.
open that door
Looking like a
insta,
B split
and
here.
very quickly have a B split here.
Yeah, then it all comes down to narrate, right?
Wow.
But how about Zelsis? What a game out of him so far. 3 3Ks, each one a round win. Puts his team in the advantage. Narrate getting a little active there, plays off the flash of his teammate, but
that's good damage
isn't good
though.
for much. Rest of Sentinels priming themselves for this retake. No utility to work off of. They just are going in, guns blazing. Just the near sight, and that might not be enough.
They're
These
whiffing.
shots aren't going to find themselves. G2 finding one after another. Trenton one-on-one.
Wow.
Nothing.
Let's go.
And he's going to take it.
G2 are
10
pumped,
HP.
winning another pistol round in this map and trading out beautifully in that brawl. Celsius is doing so much
Bro,
right
they
now.
came out of
Gets an
heaven?
opening
They were
kill,
just
puts his
whiffing
team in a
there.
winning position, and
Those
the
guys were
G2
full
look good on
blind.
this retake, with just a couple whiff shots coming out of heaven. Leave Trent alive.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And he just dominates in clutches like that.
Damn.
It's really just been a different vibe in this place since map 1, right? Map 1, Corrode.
Oh,
Kinda
he
smashed
fucked
it.
up his
We're not
Viper orb.
Let's just ignore that orb.
My Viper player.
Yeah, not mine. But since
Wow, they just have the
what
momentum,
G2
bro.
did to Sentinels on Ascent,
Just
they
pack
have
it
just
up.
been so rowdy up there. Feels like just getting the one win under their belt, they're riding that wave, that hype.
Normally when you talk about like a rookie player coming into a team or someone subbing in, most of the time it's about like, hey, there's going to be a lot of pressure. You have to adjust to this. You have to shift the team's vibes. But I haven't been worried about that at all with Baby because he's the ultimate guy to just slot into any situation. Something bad happens, he's laughing it off. Something good happens, he's screaming, he's building you up. It's clear he's done a lot to just help this team stay in the right mental throughout this series.
Now they're ready to move
That's
into
still doing that? I don't even know, bro.
And Balance just
Let's not get
rocking them
thrifted
up.
though here. Keep it clean.
It doesn't really
Damn.
stop, and there we have it.
Just waving at them.
Lurk finds his with the wall bang.
He gets one kill on an anti-eco when he's playing to the crowd. We came back from
A
the break
showman.
after map 2, and this guy walked out on stage and is literally just screaming to the crowd, yelling Smeeg, putting his hands up.
Yeah, he thinks he just won champs. And who's to say he didn't? This is the round that determines everything, though. If you're a Sen fan, walk in.
Bye!
Or
That's
buckle up.
crazy.
And I don't know. Babybay's got other plans in mind for the Sentinels.
Whole roster's feeling it, bro.
G2 early fight to take A rubble.
They've got the synergy. They've got
They
everything.
also show some presence front B with the Prowler, making Sentinels ever cautious of that B pinch.
Sen has really good info right now, though. With their raise posted front B, still an early angle on C. They know that the heaviest front for G2 is towards A. And Merritt, he's been really confident all series to just take swings like that and get an
That's good
opening
damage,
kill.
though.
Part of me is like, it's kind of crazy, but he's also won like the
And to
majority of
stand
the
up
fights
and
he's
talk
taken.
shit.
Really bad if
Then
he
the up
does
and talking
that
shit is
dies
cringe, I'm gonna be honest.
against a bonus round.
Right.
Getting the kill,
But
and
it is
suddenly you're
what
in a
it
winning
is.
position. High risk, high reward.
Now has two teammates playing around him. Can just stall out this choke. Continue
You think
cycling
Sen
the
need
Viper wall as
changes?
well.
I mean, it's looking like it.
Wildly off angle here. That is a really cute place to play. And second is looking beautiful from
Damn.
it.
There's some energy back for Sentinels. A 4K for their duelist.
How come they never showed any
positioning.
like Sentinel comp? They only show G2 comps like what Baby said. They haven't shown anyone from Sentinels though.
The fact that he's pushing forward onto the angle as well. See every player on G2.
Oh, there you go.
And not only does he win that round, but gets an early showstopper online. What are G2 cooking this round? They have a judge. They have Judgmo's ultimate. I think this is a B-slam.
We know what this is. This is find a side anchor and kill him. Saw it back on Ascent.
Oh, he's got the judge.
Now the challenges.
The double pump your ult.
You can pinpoint where Vise is on the map. Usually Sentinels are leaving Zelsis on an island by himself. The rest of the team stacked up to fight in other places. So Jogmo could just sort of put a target on his back and just snipe him out with that ulti.
The Jules actually has 4K so good mouse. Yeah, it's good.
Have good early info
Good.
at A.
Who's next?
But have gone a bit more passive elsewhere. Here comes the ultimate. Can Jaw find a mark?
Here. Sees the one player towards heaven.
Oh.
Now he's gonna see one into here. Whoa,
Wow.
He gets that kill.
Wow, he got
Micro
some.
there is so good. Uses the clone to body block and eat bullets so he can
That
get
was
that
so
opener.
good.
So frustrating.
He went
Now
on
pressure
with
on
the Euro ult.
site with the spike teleporting in. Valen
Or the Euro
just
code.
baiting things out. He doesn't want anything of that. And front B, it's bang. Traded out by Baby
That's
Bay.
funny.
The rest of G2 vacating C
That's
except
funny.
for Jonah
Hold
P.
on.
Oh no.
He gets a kill?
Rookie
This
mistake
round
from
is
Baby Bay.
G2 have started holding the shift key. They're not sprinting A, they're walking back into B where they just
That's a
saw
rookie
second
mistake from
with the
Baby Bay.
showstopper.
But they walk in. Use barely any tools to make it happen. And now should be able to get this plant down freely.
But who is expecting the Rays to be coming all the way in through Broken?
I
Maybe
mean,
Trent.
seems like Trent is.
Holding the angle.
Oh, timing?
But clearing the wrong one. Valen thought he was safe.
Wow.
Trent.
Back-to-back 4Ks for Zach?
Jonah P left on his own. Can't see a thing but green. And
Damn.
now he's just going to be seeing gray. Sentinels get another.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
G2's best player couldn't be in the server today. But Sentinel Star is here. Had a slow start to this map, but picking it up when it matters. 2 big rounds back to back. And this could have gone so wrong at any moment. G2 getting that pick on C, opening that pivot into B. Just the awareness from Zekin to rip the ult, suspect Baby Bay's walked up, and make that round winnable.
Alright.
again.
I mean,
Zekin has fully woken up in the second half. He is here to play. And that is a scary sight. If you're up on stage with him on the other side.
looking rough, but hopefully we can win this.
That last round, G2 used their Yoru ult. They don't have any other tools like that available for a little bit.
Uh-oh.
They're stuck down to an eco here.
Whole lot spent into Rebel
Oh,
now.
wow, the
Bang is
reverse
just
fade
running
eye,
out
the
there.
reverse fade eye.
This has been an issue. It's been on the anti-ecos. And it's been just biting off a little bit more than
Wait,
they
Loki,
can
what
chew.
if that was like a
Here's
bait?
comebacks. The
He
eco
got
rounds are
scanned,
supposed to be the
so they run
Guinness.
at him, and at the same time they scanned back, and
We
then
have
he
had
got scanned.
3 ecos this game, split between our 2 teams.
They applies pressure, opens the door, and his team walks back towards C. But John QT has
Loki
it
genius,
read.
no?
3 players from SEN
Yes,
rotating
yes,
that
get
way.
scanned on
But
purpose.
Baby Bay can't find the shot. Narrate punishes, and now they realize exactly what's happening.
It simplifies for Sentinels. Now just throw all of your stall onto this choke point. G2,
That's just
they're
hard
gonna
to
have to
exit.
muster up some way, come up with some possibility of getting through. The
He
spike's
gave him a
gonna have
bomb.
to get chucked on over the top. The wall's so annoying.
Who are you rooting for?
Looking for another
G2.
big second round on this retake.
Sentinels are already coming.
Uh-oh.
They're already into this smoke. Completely unexpected. Completely at odds with G2's own hopes of holding on
Wow.
to anything. It'll be 3 more for Zekin.
Oh fuck, they're
3
feeling it.
multi-kills in a row for New Jersey's finest.
Oh fuck, they're feeling it. Bro, Zach has been carrying them. 4K, 3K,
And
3K.
now G2 call a timeout. That was an eco round. They weren't favored to win it. But it looked
10
doable
rounds and 3
after
kills, or
getting
10
that
kills in
opener.
3 rounds, bro. Wow.
What do you think's going through G2's head right now? Coming after a couple of just wild rounds. These have been very chaotic late round situations.
Yeah, where it's all been going on has just been in these retakes, and honestly, in some amazing individual second rounds. I think the way that they're starting rounds is still strong. They're trying to get a lurk embedded. They're taking things really slowly. I don't necessarily want to see them change that at all. I think it just comes down to being a little bit more on it in exactly how they're playing in these late rounds, how they're setting up to trade, ensuring that they have people forward, ready to punish.
He had 4 kills at halftime. He was up to 16.
Really good rotates. That last round,
he's like 12 and 2 now.
Pick on the A player, but John just has the read that it's going to be a late C hit. They rotate into position and have a very quick flood retake to punish.
He's 12 and 2.
Sort of preempting a lot of these moves that G2 are making.
You're gonna play ranked after, yeah.
In that way, though, those are kind of easy rounds to shrug off, right? You get into a site, you could have won them if one kill goes a different way.
Sure. You've got some wiggle room too up on 10.
For sure. This is the round now where if they lose this, this is where you really start to believe in a comeback.
Nah, G2 still got it.
There are bigger issues for G2.
Maybe a brawl for Mount here. Already Bang creeping up into Mount.
They just gotta work the map slowly but surely.
Seeing if there was going to be anyone front B. The whole time, though, G2 have just been waiting for this one way to drop and re-clear the space themselves. That'll be the util coming on through, but surprise, nobody's
a lot of util.
I like how proactive Zekken's been. Again, he's posting forward into B main. Solo holding that space.
And then
his team can stack heavier towards A.
Narrator's really trying to catch out Baby Bay. Playing super aggressively around the door, spending a lot of utility into it. They think if they can cut away Baby Bay.
Oh wow, they're trying to farm Baby Bay. They're trying to farm him.
The paranoia into Odin span is a beautiful.
They found the gap.
That's going to force the acceleration on the other side of the map.
Into C goes G2. But this is very similar to those last few rounds where G2, they're going to have a post plant. They have a chance, but their down numbers and Sentinels have looked really strong in these retakes.
So Giacomo goes on an adventure. Flashes deep in towards spawn.
Wants to be a hero, but he only has a stinger.
It's hard to play like that. Now Valen back in Mount has a paranoia. There could be a late fight
of
these players, and that's exactly what it's going to be.
Trent has all.
A lot of utility being spent in, but Sentinels are just winning every single fight.
They were ahead of that utility.
I feel like that ult wasn't that good.
Wow.
Hold on,
is he still making this? Okay.
The pain shells just splatter him.
That was a big investment for G2. Ripping the
I feel like that was a waste of an ult
they
there.
had a chance. But Sen beat the timing on the
Still
paranoia.
Talk yeah.
Punish the players on site and win another retake.
Now Sentinels.
8 times.
They're starting to get a lot of beautiful tools right now that they've started comboing this utility. They've solved the A lurks. They can just play in these team fight situations that they were so successful with back on Corrode. They head into this next round with a Showstopper and a Nightfall to pair.
G2 need to change up how they're playing A. They're going to elect to do things more aggressive this time.
But center here.
It's going to be a brawl.
And a paranoia right off the rip. It's a beautiful read out of John QT. Valen calls them to hit the brakes, back out of that space entirely.
They didn't actually use any util. They still have paranoia. They still have full Teo tools to re-clear. But instead of going there, they're going to put some pressure back in towards B.
The issue is they haven't dealt with the Rebel player, so Sentinels have left Bang on top of that, have now moved everyone that was in the A fight onto B, and are ready to react to whatever G2 is going to throw their way.
Alright, well, it's an eco round.
So
we have Singers there.
Back into an A re-clear. Looks likely. Little pressure being applied towards C.
Yeah, give a go at a fake here, it seems. But you got to get this wall. This has been something they have not been dealing with every round.
Do it this time. Bang alone here. He'll have very early information, but rotates. They're a long way away.
Just comes down to how actively he wants to play on the site. On the anti-ecos, it's
wow, they're using all of their util?
Overreaching.
They used all their util for the re-clear.
Hold his ground on backside.
They have no more utility now.
This is the right approach.
They're pivoting. It's going to be a split into this B site, but they don't have front B control.
Yeah, this is going to
be
too
tough.
tough.
They're going back A instead.
You've got to go back into this A
15
site.
seconds.
With so little time on the clock, without the guns to play with. There is not a hope in the world for G2 in this round.
Wow.
That is an easy
Oh boy, it's not looking good.
And now this comeback
I mean, Sentinels are just aiming now at this
point.
point.
In a row for Sentinels.
They're just aiming.
And they didn't have to use
That's all it is, they're just aiming.
that round either.
Yep. And in these last couple rounds, the key piece has been dominating space in A. Previously, they were flushing the lurk of Baby Bay, then posting someone. Here, it's winning the early fight, getting an embed, and then G2 are having to put so many resources so late in the round to get that re-clear, which means there's time for everyone who is stacking C to run over. And here we go again. It's Sentinels with A control.
He's up to 17 kills
say, oh,
this half.
3 on A, we're just going to speed up into C, but
he's up to 17 kills this half.
The Viper, right? The wall, the thorns on the ground, the snake bite. You can never get into C on that first initial attempt.
Yeah, you have to do something like this. Put a little util, send in the clone, bait out the wall.
Go for the re-clear. Launch A, potentially no.
It's a heavier setup this time. 2 players here. Bang doesn't have a paranoia, but Nerit can support.
No one's behind that drone, though. Just trying to force Bang off of the angle? Call in some support?
I imagine they think after suppressing the Omen, he's going to try and back away. No. Sticks around and Sen hold the space.
Hold on. Valen's going behind enemy lines. He's been having a game.
Feels like they're aware now.
Be the Thorn and Sentinel side.
Uh-oh.
Gotta be aware of him.
Uh-oh.
But nobody's ready for narrate! Narrate with 2! But the site has been opened up. Valen not overreaching.
Timing?
But thinking about taking his moment and going up into it. I don't know about that, Valen. I don't know about that.
What?
Now he's making it work.
Oh my god, Valen.
To the leader.
Excellence from Valen.
Take us home, Valen.
The C's caught onto the second
Take us
player
home.
in heaven. They couldn't hear the TP, and Valen feasts.
Zelsis now finds himself in a 1-on-3. 3 round winning 3Ks in this game. He'll start to slip away if he can't be a hero once more.
Looking like me.
This comeback was truly something. 5 rounds.
Looking like me on that bind game, if you guys remember.
Now staring down the barrel of 11.
On Brimstone.
The time is working against him. There could be players around him in the corners, in the walls. That's 2. Celsius.
Oh my god, that was winnable.
But it's just too little, too late.
So G2
they got no money, bro. They needed to keep those guns, bro.
What a round it was.
Valen with the 3K after ulting behind enemy lines.
It's a combination with the
they got no money now.
In the same round. They ripped the ultimate.
Bro, how did that Viper not see
so
him?
that no one is listening from the 2A.
How did he not see the TP, bro?
It's the C's combo TP up. Valen is putting it upon himself to win this game. The IGL is 23-11.
Oh,
ridiculous. But yet there's not a moment to breathe.
Sen again, dominate early space, embed someone mount, and embed someone front B.
This time though, Zekken's got an operator. Dimensional drift now.
Yes, he's in here now. He looked at the TP though.
See all the util, put pings down to break away those pieces as the rest of G2 filter in behind him. It'll be a 5-on-5 retake.
2 ultimates for Sen.
Steel Garden, and the fight forward.
Behind you.
Beautiful timing when it's traded out. Zelsis was there. And now the rest of the Sentinels on a warpath. A Nightfall in, but Jonah P doesn't care. It's traded back and forth for now. We're still inside of the pit.
Baby Bay just has to live. And then Spam is so potent with this pit
up in front.
Nice kill, bro.
Finds the
Get out of there.
Slips away, bang back into things. It's a 2-on-2 now. With a missile in the post. Sentinels have to fight forward. Have to fight in, but now the pit falls.
How does BBB die there?
Line of sight open for Trent. Can't find his
No.
And Bang will take Sen up to 10.
G2
How did
did so
BBB
much
die
to try
there?
and keep Baby Bay alive. 3 different players put their life on the line. Both Valen as well as Jonah trying to fight forward and keep that pit up. But as soon as he dies, the smoke goes up. It is so much harder to win that round off Spam. And you have to give such credit to Bang. He is not favored in either of these fights. Charging into the pit, hitting 3 nasty shots, and wrestling the momentum back from G2.
What a cherry on top to the end of week 1. G2 versus SEN going the distance, map 3, and this close. But it will be G2 now. Onto the light by, onto the singers, those classic singers. Not making much of anything in this round. It is over faster than it began. It's all tied up.
It's not looking good, boys. They look like they gave up.
Zekin activated. Shuts down the eco execute.
They look like they gave up, chat.
And now the onus switch is over to G2.
Almost fumbled Qbert. We're taking good care of him now. Sentinels winning 7 of the last 8 rounds. Dominant on this second half.
Oh no.
And it's nearly the end of the road. It is time to show up. John QT already puts down the pit.
He's just walking out on the site. He's past the pit, but he's alone.
Oh, John just off from clearing him out. Now his position has been honed in on. Still, Hunter's approach from G2. 3 on the site.
Oh yeah, low-key, I thought that fake Euroclone was actually John. Low-key.
Difference maker in the second half. He has stepped up.
SEN give up the pit. They back away. They'll play a full 5-on-5 retake.
Breathe. G2 have plenty of time to work with. Waiting for those smokes to refresh. Waiting to get some pressure back on the site, but Sentinels are using their own util to stall this out. It might be time to look for a little fight. And Celsius is waiting for him. Sentinels have opened up well and are continuing to do so.
There goes the bomb.
The spike is down out in the open. It's a mess for G2.
They're all low. They're low. They're low. This is
the
winnable.
survivors here.
The spike is down backside. There's an Omen ult to get it, but Valen needs to get out. He's going to try and run to B, ult for the spike, and pivot.
Ridiculous. It's a fake. It's a complete fake out from him. He's going to
Oh my god, he watched that play from Xander.
Still be back in
He watched that play from Xander.
The spike over to Jonah P to grab a Nightfall. It's only Bang sticking around here on 40 HP.
Oh my god, he watched Xander do the play.
Sentinels realize their error, but it's just too late.
They're all so low.
And now G2 know no one is coming in from spawn.
Oh no, why are they playing out? Why are they playing out?
They turn around for it.
They're just gonna get smoked off.
Sentinels are just waiting. A smoke of their own.
Oh no.
It's a guessing game now. Who will break first? Who is it gonna be? Eyes on Valen as they all come up into him.
No.
And now Jonah P is out of the equation. Sentinels have brought it all the way back. From 3 to 9 to 12 to 11.
Bro, did I jinx them? Be honest.
They
did I
lost
jinx
both
them?
pistols. Lost a bonus in the first half.
That's
but
crazy.
now a near perfect defense side. And G2 made such a good call with the fake from Valen.
Bro, they were playing so well.
But in a 3v2, it's again the team fighting coming through for Sentinels. They are excellent in the brawl. And
do we have
into
money?
the last round of regulation.
Bulldogs.
G2 have 4 Bulldogs.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
4 light armors versus Celsius off the Odin.
Oh, it's not looking
Sentinels
good.
fully kitted. And G2 haven't had an answer since the pistol.
It's not looking good.
G2, we're talking such a big game. We're having so much fun up there. Well, I'll tell you something. It's been real quiet in these last few rounds.
Damn.
Toxin screen down.
Second alone facing front B.
I feel like they didn't really try executing on A at
Jonah
all.
considering testing him.
It's time. This fight, good flash and a better
Wait.
shot. Valen finds his mark.
He took out Thanos.
So Valen gets a clean 5v4 to play with.
He took out Thanos.
Nightfall for Jonah P to tap into. A free hit sight button.
They'll fake C, put pressure with the clone.
Yeah, just eat up that wall.
And TP back into A.
5 players ready.
Uh-oh.
Bang and narrate want to get in front. As soon as this wall goes down, what
that
a
was so
shot!
fast.
The flick is just immaculate. And he's out of there. Nightfall now, G2. Pressured up, they can't see a thing.
The paranoia is perfect, stalls him out completely.
I mean, it's a masterclass from Bang.
Like they're just forcing it.
Position is revealed. His
Alex
task becomes so much more difficult.
Timing?
Pushing forward, there he is.
Ooh.
But it's all down to Celsius now.
Don't throw, don't throw, don't throw, don't throw.
And what a game
Give me
he's
one.
had.
No smokes, no nothing.
Kills have kept this game alive.
Play together. They know where he is. They know he's 7.
Avoid overtime.
Time as well.
He wants to end it now. But he makes a footstep, makes the drop sound. G2
Let's
know
go.
exactly
OT.
what is
We
up.
go OT. We go OT.
We wouldn't have it any other way. Overtime for G2 versus SEN.
Just an outrageous game. 2 impeccable defensive sides. But it's G2 with 4 Bulldogs
Wow.
to keep this one going.
The Bulldogs.
I mean, that opening piece.
What a trade by
Removing
Jonah
Zekin
there.
from the
With the
server.
Bulldog.
That's really what got it all started. We're back. See, it's a little milder. It's a little bit more reserved.
Damn.
But both teams have to keep the energy into OT. G2 start on defense. They were strong here.
What's the play here? Just standard? Keep
Sentinels ended
doing
up
what we're
running
doing?
So many pivots back in to be in the mid rounds. This time
The
opening
rounds
up
that
strong front
Sentinels
B.
won is rushing B. It looks like they're going back to B. Just rush B, bro.
A door open, a trap.
They
play
realized
from
G2 is not playing for
No,
B.
not even hitting that, just
But they
using the
used
paranoia.
That's a big tool gone for G2.
That's gonna make Sentinel's head spin. What does that actually mean? Forget that. Let's just go into the site, find out ourselves.
Oh no, this is
Zek will
so
be a
hard to
scout
retake now.
And a killer. Now the door is tapped. Spike
Wait.
can't be planted just
Wait.
yet. It's
They're
ring around
pivoting.
the rosy. Sentinels are headed to C, but it's already
Wait, they can get in front of us.
They're already out on site. 2 players here to hold from G2.
Oh my
Baby
god.
Allen waiting,
They broke
lying
up the
in
crossfire.
wait. And Sentinels now in trouble. Maybe
Damn.
not. Maybe they've just fought their way through it. Valen now running away as the fight flips back into spawn.
Oh, no.
Sentinels are running circles around
Damn.
G2.
The ultimate earn for Zekin. A 5-on-2. And both players from G2 stuck in main.
The last round feeling like just a speed bump for Sentinels.
No.
And we're gonna cement that fact. Again, Sentinels on series point.
SEN have been immaculate in the team fights all game long. In that
Dude,
round,
when they
it's
had
full-on
2C there, they could have held
They're
it
on
down
the same
easily.
page when they pivot into C. They're on the same page when they fight main. When they
Baby
gather,
Ray and
when they
Valen?
fight into CT. All of these decisions, all of these changes are being made so quickly. But Zekin is on top of it. 3 kills for the duelist.
Again, the glow up at halftime from Zekin.
Oh, no.
Now, literal mirror with Valen in terms of scoreline. That's been the difference. First half was Valen, second half was Zekin. But all the while, the mind games working between these two leaders.
Timeout for G2. What do they do on their attack side? They struggled to control space in A pretty much the entire half.
Yeah, because it's been such a defense-sided map.
I feel like if they
What we're having Sentinels
doubled up
win
back
on
site
attack
or like
immediately in OT.
elbow,
But you're in such a bad position.
instead of taking
for
those
G2.
different separated
real
ones,
rough.
they could have held it on C.
So did G2 want to try and fight this space early? Go for a re-clear? You see it again from SEN. They're sticking to their plan, fighting early for A. They will not allow a lurker to embed.
I mean, if G2 want to, they could try to bully the solo Vise on C. You've got double teleports to get past that wall, and
SEN expect a heavy
This
A
is just
fight.
a regular
But
game.
G2, they're not committing to it. Instead, they might be choosing to slam C, and this could be the perfect round to do so.
because they played so quickly all throughout their own attacking side, it would be unexpected to
You
run
two already qualified chimps? Yeah.
with
they did.
everything on the line.
They always feign the first layer of this hit.
But it's a different wall this time. You can see it's deeper on site. It remains unbroken.
So G2 slow the game down again.
It's a great adjustment out of Zelsis.
The issue is that SEN still has their embeds front A.
And now G2 have left Jogamo over into Mound. He's going to take a while to group back up with the team. It's time to poke our heads into B. Zekin is there. Zekin on the offline. Harder for G2 to deal with. And now with the wall being cycled up and down, they call to give it up.
G2 has no space
Oh,
right now.
G2 didn't really do anything.
They're finally
They got rid of no util. They don't even know where the sack is.
Wall over on the C site. They don't even know necessarily that
they're
Vice
gonna
is
lose
there.
this
They might
round.
think she
It's
pivoted
not
into
looking
B or
good.
something like that.
It's not looking
40
good.
seconds left on the clock. It's starting to get a little bit dangerous.
The Viper rotates into C.
Oh no, and now the utility could just cycle up. There's the first molly coming down.
Not looking good,
Jogmo's
boys.
gonna have to take it. Jogmo's gonna have to get it all done. It's all right
Wow,
on him and he's good
Alec,
for it.
what a kill.
G2 have pathed the way into the
Good
site.
trades.
Continue to flood in behind.
Another retake for Sentinels. This time down numbers.
It's the Invisible Man. Did you guys see that? Invisible Eye.
Wraparound from Trent. He was thinking about the flank. Junction T's already on
Wow,
site though.
Valen.
Sentinel's not wasting any time. And narrate. That's one. Almost another.
Why are we over peaking?
Agamo needs some help. Send help for the man. It'll be there.
He's got your cross, bro. Don't peek. Have your cross.
He knows. He knows where these players
Oh
are.
my god.
He's done good to
Oh
bring
my
it
god.
down to all on his own. And narrate takes it. Sentinels will best G2 in week 1.
What an incredible way to end it.
Damn.
A 1v2 clutch for Narrate. And a massive recovery. Down 9-3 at the half. Losing the pistol round. But a resurgence from Zekin. Some incredible
Honestly, all good.
reads from John on the defense. And they bring it all the way back.
What a moment there at the end, keeping the crowd quiet until
Honestly,
he pops off himself.
still a good match.
Really nice stuff out of the end of the Red Bull clutch from Narrate.
They lost a lot of crucial rounds,
Sentinels
but
going over to shake hands,
a lot of
hugs
overpeak.
over to G2 and Baby Bay. I mean, that was closer than I think anyone
lot of overpeaking.
expected.
But
at the end of the day,
it
it
is
will
what it
be
is.
Sentinels taking this one home.
bro,
This
second
was
one
the
19 and
game they
6
needed to
second
win
half.
in the rivalry.
That
They're
is
now
crazy.
5-1 in Americas thus far. Now getting that second win on the board and starting this stage strong.
Just a sweet match. I'm not even gonna
Damn.
lie.
I cannot believe that G2 with Baby Bay brought Sen to OT on map 3. But it happened. They proved some tenacity to pull it out in the end.
Damn. I mean, this game for G2 means nothing.
You know, it might be
They're
a
already
while
in
since
champs, bro.
until we see these teams compete against each other.
They're already
again.
in champs, bro.
But very often and very likely, we're going to be seeing them in some upper bracket finals, some finals, things like these. They are still looking good out there.
Yeah, like one day of
Looking back
scrims,
at
bro.
this map, G2 really
They're looking
started
good
things off
still.
so strong.
16-4
You
on
just gotta
that.
work on some
Come
discipline.
Yeah, he was having a beastly performance. Some of these rounds, I mean, the double TP into Heaven on C, but still not enough. It was all about Zekin and OT. His movement looked sublime on the raise. The team play was on point. There were some questions, right, for SEN coming in with not a lot of time to practice, coming into a new meta, having to play a new map. They looked great on Corrode.
Yeah.
Loved that neon comp from them.
Damn.
And show up here on what has been their
That
opponent's
was a
best
tough loss.
map all
Tough
year,
loss.
and best them.
Yeah, these are two teams that are only going to get better and better as the season moves on. With so little
Ranked, yeah,
time
I'm about to
ready
get out of
things
here.
Right at this one, it's
Go play some
fun
fucking
to see
ranked.
them showing and setting such a high bar initially. But at the end of the day, it is Sentinels continuing to go away with things and saving their hide, I think, a little bit. They got the win against Baby Bay.
And almost losing is crazy right now. Criminal. But it is what it is.